Want to reach Night Talks Radio? That's easy. Simply dial 1-507-384-9390.
Station calling U.S. military aircraft. Please identify yourself.
This is the Chinese Navy. This is the Chinese Navy. This is the Chinese Terror Sky. Please go away quickly in order to run judgment.
I am a United States military aircraft conducting lawful military activities outside national airspace. I am operating with due regard as required under international law.
Possibilities, living in past fantasies. Damn, I got the eagle eye, couldn't help but notice. Really caught me by surprise, you look different. Not like any other time, girl, I really can't help you. Know we really can't rewind. What's done is done, let's see how true. 조명보다 밝은 너의 눈빛 어디서든 보여 우리가 만든 history. But I don't wanna fall again. Girl, you gotta understand that you and I were way past friends. Don't say another word to me. Don't try to get me to believe every little thing you say. Every little thing. Don't say another word to me. hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I had. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm back. Cheers to my past, I'm doing great now, just in case they ask. In the booth and I lay it down, I might take a nap. And they thought I was playing around, I was up like my tax. Living fast, over limit on the freeway, hope no cops pass. Had to dip off for a minute, yeah that's my bad. But I can't stay for too long, I gotta go. I grab my bag and hit the dash, yeah adios. I drop the clutch and slam the gas, and it's vamonos. If you're not first and you're in last, Ricky Bobby quote, you gotta know. Work hard, get dough.
Streaming to you live from Spreaker.com and somewhere deep in the great upper Midwest. If you're ready for a ride, you can call NTR anytime by dialing the nationwide caller line at 1-507-384-9390. First-time callers can reach Night Talks Radio at 1-507-307-4424. Text Daniel and NTR exclusively at 1-218-689-7126. Now, from somewhere in the great upper Midwest, here's your hosts, Daniel Brewer and Jennifer Gregerson.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing.
Welcome. NTRN Daily back for you. It's a Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. From coast to coast, nationwide, online, around the world, bringing you the best in shit-talking. Of course, I'm your host, Daniel Brewer. Jennifer Gregerson, my co-host, is somewhere else right now. Hopefully she'll be back shortly. But I think we had another one of those random break-ins of little young girls. She's going to check on it right now. Young girls that like to cry in their bedroom and things like that when they wake up because they're thirsty. But I think she's got it covered and she'll be right back with us. So, how is everybody doing out there? I know it's been a long time. We've had some issues, folks. We've had some issues. A lot of things going on. A lot of good things, a lot of bad things. But I think the good things are starting to win over. So, we will officially be back with you tonight, obviously. We'll be back with you a Wednesday. We'll be back with you Thursday. And then, of course, on the weekend, we will have some brand new live shows. We're going to be starting to round out Season 4 as we get prepared for Season 5, the second edition of Summer Night Series. It's going to be something else, folks. We got a lot of big plans. And, of course, watch out for the NTRN Swag Store to open up this summer. And we have a lot of changes in plan as well. So I need you guys to keep a lookout for that and spread the word. And guess what, folks? My co-host is back. I think her name is Jennifer. Jennifer, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry about that. The little one was thirsty.
Oh, it's okay. It's just the ratings of the show. No, I'm playing. Of course.
I also had to put a movie on for her. Frozen, you know.
Frozen. She wanted Frozen. Last night she was asking for Star Wars Andor, and she was digging that. As a matter of fact, she asked for it today, but I couldn't get it to turn on. Thanks, Disney Plus, and the $105 that we pay. Yeah, and then now she's back to Frozen, huh? She goes through phases. It's like Frozen and Frozen 2 and a bunch of other miscellaneous.
Well, she watched a lot of princess movies today, so I think that's where why she wants to continue with Frozen tonight.
I see. Well, I kind of told people what's going on just very slightly.
Okay.
That we've been missing in action for just a little bit. I'm sure some people have noticed. We didn't have any shows last week.
Yes.
But we are back tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. And, of course, we have live shows on Saturday and Sunday. I don't want people to miss out on that. But how have things been going with you?
Well, things have been going pretty good, and stuff like that.
I guess, since I'm with you 24/7.
We just had Mother's Day, last
Mother's
weekend.
Day! That's right. Happy belated Mother's Day
Oh, yes.
to everybody out there. All
Yes.
the good moms.
Yes, and that actually brings me into the opening poem is actually called Mom.
And that's what's called a segue. All right, go ahead.
All right, so there are times when my thoughts wander backward to the evenings at home long ago, when my sister and brother, we'd listen while Mother wove tales in the firelight's glow.
Ooh.
I can see the old grate in the parlor, where the pine sparks held many a race, and the flame shadows dancing, now gone, then advancing, made a halo for Mother's dear face. I realize now what a blessing God gives every George, Dick, and Tom. But we have to grow up, taste of life's bitter cup, before we appreciate Mom.
Bingo, bango. Right on the spot, huh?
Yeah, and that is by John Hardin.
John Hardin. And, of course, that's out of the Black Death Magic book.
The Black Book.
But I think people are looking forward to these poems
Yeah.
to kick off the show, to be honest
I
with
do
you.
have one more, actually.
You got one more? Are you gonna do it?
Yes,
You gonna
it's
do
called The Gift.
Do it.
Just yesterday on a dusty street.
Is this about me?
No, I'm sorry.
It's called The Gift, so I figure.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's
it's
not,
okay. It's
but-
about, okay, that's fine.
No. You are a gift, but it's not about
Oh,
you
please.
this time.
Come on.
Okay, just yesterday on a dusty street in a tired old town where strangers meet, someone gave me a gift so rare. I held it close and called it fair. Oh, was it silver or was it gold? This gift that warmed a heart grown cold. Sorry.
Oh, jeez, you
Was
fucked the whole
it-
fucking thing up. Thanks.
Was it of earth, yet kin of heaven, this precious gift so freely given? 'Twas a blessing rich my eyes did see. A little child smiled up at me.
Ooh.
That's from Lilith Sanford Rushing.
Well, I mean, that had a little spookiness to it, just a little bit, but other than that was pretty good. That was
And a
pretty good.
little side note on it is the life one lives speaks more loudly than the words one utters.
That is an absolute fact. You have to prove them wrong.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't just talk words. You got to do it. You got to show them.
Yep.
You got to tell them to shut the fuck up.
Which
You know what I mean?
actually fits a little bit into the quote of the day, which I will discuss at the end of the show.
All right. Well,
Yes.
how do we do these things again? It's been so long. You control the first hour. I know that much.
Well, I think it's the
What do we got going
the
on?
horoscopes
The
for
horoscopes.
tomorrow, and it's Aries that we start out with.
Oh boy, here I go.
Oh boy, Aries,
Woohoo!
you'll be highly focused on your social life and activities today. Just try not
Wow.
to let it get to the point of obsession.
Mm.
At work, you may feel the need to oversee, overmanage, or keep tabs on your networks. But make
Dude.
sure it's not causing you too much tension. Stepping back a little may be best right now to clear your mind. Maybe even consider taking a walk to get some fresh air.
Come on.
This afternoon,
Really?
you will gain the motivation you need to do your best, boosting your ability to handle practical and logical tasks. And later tonight, meditate and relax.
Man, I'm telling you, we can go back on the shows, folks. If you listen to the last couple of shows, every time she reads my horoscope, I shit you not, it's been like 3 or 4 times, it's been fucking spot on, okay, to the point that I get goosebumps. Like, that is exactly, like, today, in my head, I was like, You know what? I haven't been talking to people for a couple days, except for in Michigan. But besides that, I haven't really been talking. You know, people are like, where the fuck is Brewer at, you know? And, you know, I think it was like Wednesday last time I was actually, active socially, truthfully. And, and today I was like, I've started contacting people that I haven't talked to, because
tomorrow,
what I'm saying is that it kicked off today, sort of.
Yeah.
And what did I just talk about, like, an hour ago? Like, hey, we got, let's get this done, let's take care of this, let's do that, let's go for a walk, I wish I could walk, going to the park by the river, all kinds of other shit. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Those things are spot on.
Yeah. Like,
it freaks me the fuck out. Like, this is the type of show that we do. And, you figure if I'm the host, and creator, whatever, you're co-host, it's like I would know what's going to happen on the show. And then because I don't actually look at your horoscopes before the show begins.
Right.
You're doing your thing. That's what you do on the show.
Yeah.
So I when I first hear them, I'm hearing them for the first time. And once again, for like the fourth or fifth time, I'm like, holy shit, that is spot on.
So the horoscopes are all brought up in different ways, okay?
Yeah.
Horoscope, for one, is brought up through your characteristics, your personality, through a lot of your zodiac sign, okay?
Right.
Water sign, what it represents, things like that. It is also the alignment of the planets. So what is going on with the alignment of the planets according to your zodiac?
Are we in a fucking straight line or what? And
then not only that, it also has an effect, like if there's a full moon or something like that, can have effect as well. So, and then they use a lot of the Kundalini, horoscope, and I talked a little bit about that, where they talk about the different sections of houses.
Okay.
And that's where a lot of it comes into play too. And let's say right now, we're into Jupiter, okay?
Okay.
So Jupiter, let's say if that falls on the house of money, you're going to find a lot of your horoscope dealing with a lot of money, career, and
I get that.
Mixed with your personality. So it may seem like it is fitting right into what's going on right now because that's how your energy alignment is.
Well, not even that alone. It's just the fact that, it's like I got this big kick to be super socially active again.
Right.
And obviously big things coming up for us here in the future.
Yep.
But, I literally said these things earlier today and throughout the day.
Yeah.
It was, so what you said was seriously pretty much every word that I said at one point today.
Yeah,
so it's leading into
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Your cosmic energy is at that time, and stuff.
Right.
Along with, like I said, it takes your personality. Sometimes it even takes when horoscopes come about, and stuff. And I figure out horoscopes. Sometimes it deals with life paths too, as well. So it's a whole barrage of things, a whole barrage.
Right, absolutely, and
that make up the horoscope.
I'm just telling the truth, folks. I'm blown away on this one because it's spot on again. I mean, to the T, everywhere that you said is spot on.
Right.
What I want to do tomorrow, what was in mind, what I explained to you. So yeah, go ahead, do the next one. I gotta go. I'm gonna go pray or something.
All right, so Taurus, your enthusiasm for self-discover is growing with you today. But there may be pressure to succeed or perform your responsibilities to the outside world as well. Just try to relax and take it easy and practice grounding yourself this afternoon. Tension results from the inclination to go hard in both personal and professional areas, and you may need to preoccupy yourself with your emotional needs. Tonight, find new ways to relax, or the emotions you set aside and have been buried for a while may surface to the area and cause some issues. Along with Gemini, feelings, memories, and strong intuition can totally change your outlook and push you onto an entirely new path today. However, watch for attention as you feel compelled to go hard on extracurricular activities or learning.
Ooh,
Taking
going
on
hard.
too many activities can be hard on you, so try to take it one step at a time. This afternoon, you will be inclined to examine the past for answers, and it may benefit you in the long run. As for tonight, take a bath and relax with your loved ones.
Bingo, bingo.
Cancer. You might recognize the need to leave an idea, belief, or even an obsession behind you to grow, improve, and begin a fresh start today. You may also need to deal with the fear of commitment or fear of freedom. Both can be issues and both need managing so you can have a wonderful and happy life. Today's energies will even draw your emotional attention to your social life and help you move towards your goals. This afternoon, there will be a circulation of ideas, and the feedback you receive while interacting with you will jumpstart your own creative process. As for tonight, practice on your organizational skills.
Bam.
Oh, sorry. Leo, you're likely to feel much better about yourself if you get what needs to be done out of your way today. Just try not to overthink your long-term plans and worry over things that you cannot control. This afternoon,
Kind of like me.
look for the means to overhaul an area of your career or relationship, but try not to put obsessive pressure on yourself. And your relationship goals and careers or life path goals may not be working well, but seeking a compromise can work good with you as well today. So for tonight, refresh up on your communication skills.
Yes, 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 yes.
Virgo, you will feel great pressure or ambition that leads to over-controlling your work, routine, health, and schedule today. You will also be able to tap into this energy and use it for good, but you may feel its limits. So don't get discouraged, because you can break through this. You can break your
This shit. Just let me break through this shit, huh?
You can break through all of this energy that's coming at you all at once by doing quick meditation sessions throughout the day and get back on the track. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. In fact, both
Punch it right
areas
in the
of
Adam's
life
apple.
are powerful draws, and it would be best if you found a balance so you could work and get your life into order. Okay, this afternoon, aim to identify the fears holding you back from expanding your life going forward. Even though your attention to your long-term plans is strong, there can be some nervousness involved. Just allow yourself to tune into
take
what
a Xanax,
you
you'll be all
feel you have to do. And as for tonight, spend some time with your family.
Right.
Whoops, sorry, here. Liberal.
Liberal? What? There's no liberals around here, goddammit.
Libra.
Okay.
Libra, sorry. You will learn a lot about yourself and important people in your life through observation today. However, try not to overthink to the point that you ignore what matters most to you. Okay?
Right.
This afternoon, major shifts in your expectations and attitudes towards romance will occur. This is likely due to the fear around you.
Yeah.
You may struggle between wanting more or less in your relationship, and aim to work on moderation in areas of life where you're pushing too hard. And tonight, work on your social skills.
Yep.
Scorpio, Kimmy and Karen.
Kimmy, Karen.
I know they're sleeping.
One
but,
of our two biggest
we have
fans
to give a shout out to them,
in Canada.
Right? They absolutely love my horoscopes.
I bet they're going to be pissed
Kimmy
because we didn't really
actually-
tell them that we were going to be on.
Right.
Well, they
Kimmy
should have known.
actually
It's
told
Tuesday,
me today, well, not today, but yesterday,
Wednesday now. But.
she actually told me yesterday that I should start doing readings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like on the radio or like actually like for real like outside?
No, like readings. Like I should pick like a horoscope, or not horoscope, but a zodiac sign.
Okay.
And I should do a reading about that zodiac sign. She said that I should do readings.
You know what? After today, yes. And, and...
There might be something new we'll add in. We'll discuss it.
These horoscopes are something else. I mean, they blow me away. I'd like to talk to some other people about that, too, to see how spot on their horoscopes are.
Yeah, that would be nice if some people would call in and let us know how these fit their everyday
we'll
life.
Flip on the call-in lines a little bit later, but yeah, this is just amazing. I'm blown away. It's why I actually listen to you speak now.
Oh, well, you didn't listen to me before? Well, thank you so much for that wonderful compliment.
I mean, I listened to you like 3 or 4 times in the past 9 years, but today, with this specifically, I listen every single time.
Oh, okay. So you got selective hearing.
Selective hearing. Yeah, that's it. Well, no, I got bad hearing in this ear anyway.
Oh, you got bad
it's
hearing.
It's the ear that's pointing towards you when we broadcast, so it's sometimes,
Oh, okay. So when you ask me, hun, can you make me something for supper? I'll be like, what? What'd you say? I'm sorry, I don't understand that language.
Oh, that's unfair. You're using my disability in my ear to get back. I mean, you know what? That's That's racist. You're racist against people that can't hear well?
No, not at all.
Oh, you know what? I'm calling Joe Biden right now.
Oh, well.
That's it. I'm gonna call Miss Harris there, whatever the fuck she is.
Yeah, Joe Biden is probably having dinner with one of the illegal immigrants right now
on a beach, his beach or wherever the fuck that's
exactly.
at. And apparently Harris is just poof the fucking magic dragon. Where the fuck is she at? Where the fuck is the vice president of the United States at?
I don't know.
No, like a serious question, folks. Like, should we put a APB out on this bitch?
I don't know. Maybe she's puffing the bong somewhere.
She's puffing the bong. She's puffing the bong and puffing a dude too. Holy shit. Her track record fucking indicates that shit. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it got out of control.
Kimmy and Karen were just out of control over here. We do apologize.
I apologize for my co-host and whatnot. Probably sometime next week we'll have a new co-host on the show.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Sure. Okay, Kimmy and Karen, Scorpio, today you will challenge yourself to achieve a better balance in your day by looking at things from a different angle. You might also examine whether your attachment to certain traditions and ways of living could be restricting growth in relationships. This afternoon, it's a time to listen to your heart and decide what changes are suitable for you. This may mean dealing with any fears that you have or letting go of certain things if necessary. And as for tonight, meditate to help you get back into the right headspace.
Headspace? You know what? That's actually the plug. Caught it.
Huh?
Headspace.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh.
Headspace. Good thing to go to. Yep.
Oh, I didn't
Feel
know
happy
that.
at night, fall asleep to it. It's like meditation shit and music to go to sleep.
Really?
Headspace. You heard it right here, Night Talks Radio.
There you go, I guess.
Pluggity plug. It's been a while since we did a plug, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Oh, okay.
It's Plug Tuesday, everybody. Go ahead.
All right, so Sagittarius. Today, events will point to the need to let go of some of the excessive work or personal interests you've been taking on. You may also need to delegate some of your work for the sake of your health and well-being. You need to free yourself of a secret that has been weighing you down. This afternoon, aim to watch for where you need to fix problems. Just try not to overthink things or bring unwanted stress to you. And as for tonight, spend some time with your loved ones. Unless your loved one gives you stress, like Daniel.
No, that was below the belt.
That wasn't below the belt.
That one hurt.
Oh, yeah, it did not hurt.
For the second time, you know what? I'm going to call my local leftist and complain about this. You know what? I'm probably gonna have to go through like 4 or 5 years of therapy because of that.
Really? Well, what kind of therapy
Thank
do
you.
I have to go through when you sit there and say that you've listened to me 3 times out of the whole 9 years? You know, what kind of therapy does that bring me?
Oh, jeez. I was totally serious
geez,
about that.
yeah,
Oh, my goodness
sure.
gracious. Jesus Christ, Daniel. Jesus Christ. I've obviously listened to you like 10 times in the past 9 years,
times.
so
Okay, all right.
way more than what I was joking about that.
Oh, okay.
God.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Okay.
My.
All right. Capricorn. Today, try new things and ways of expressing yourself and helping you feel secure. There could also be confusion in personal relationships.
Uh-oh.
Primarily because, on the other hand, you feel losing someone or a particular way of life. And on the other hand, you want to enjoy some personal freedoms. This afternoon, a cosmic energy will manifest, bringing emotional and creative expression to your work or career. As for tonight, focus on your future goals and work on some social and communication skills because it will benefit you in the next few weeks.
Yeah, and just be a better person, why don't you, will you?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Who was that? Whose horoscope was that again?
Capricorn, your mom's.
Oh, my mom. Shit.
Yeah.
Never mind, you're doing just fine, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Talk to you in a little bit, Mom. Love you.
Aquarius.
Let's move on.
Today you will seek to strengthen your feelings of support and security. This process of striving for a sense of being grounded can happen
Support
on
and security, just like the
inner
southern border.
and outer levels. That's a good one.
You got that? That was good. I listen for little things where I can open my mouth hole.
Oh,
And
well,
that was a
there
good
go.
one. You
All
left
right.
the door open on that one.
Oh.
Go ahead. Sorry.
At this time, you might see where unhealthy attachments and attitudes may affect your chance to move forward.
Ain't no attitude here, girl.
See, I was waiting. So take things one step at a time to take advantage of opportunities for growth and improvement. This afternoon, try to compromise on things going on around you. It will benefit you in the long run. And as for tonight, relax.
I think pretty much everyone ends with relax. Like either take a bath, hang out with family, loved ones, or relax.
Like I said, the way I do
Pretty
the
much given,
horoscopes, if it seems like you're having a stressful day and stuff like that, then I just recommend that they either meditate or ground themselves, take a bath, relax, or spend time with their family, So, yeah.
Even?
Yes.
Not on this warmer, a nighttime walk to look at the stars and the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That sounds pretty good.
All right.
I would like
Pisces.
to do that tomorrow before my other toe falls off.
Well, we'll have to see. Pisces.
Damn it. We'll talk about that later, by the way.
Yeah.
My feet.
Pisces, there may be a lot on your mind today. Your challenge will also be to reevaluate your goals and prioritize them. You might even learn that freeing yourself from certain burdensome issues
Birds?
or secrets can be refreshing. Just be selective regarding who you share them with.
Ooh,
This afternoon,
spies everywhere.
you might also be dealing with insecurities or fears that may be holding you back from saying what you feel or going after what you truly want. As for tonight, unwind and watch a movie with your family.
There we go. See, another relax.
All right, so we all know that it is astronomical news.
Astronomical news, everybody. Hold on. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Astronomical news. Jennifer Granderson. Let's do it. Yeah, come on.
All right, so why the universe's largest cosmic explosion is called Scary Barbie?
Scary. When I fucking told you that news a couple days ago, I know it described it. What I was reading, it described it as terrifying, and it mixed with Scary Barbie, and I can't imagine what you're about to say, but I'm going to tell you right now, it does sound scary as fuck. So explain to me and our lovely, wonderful listening audience, by the way. You guys rock. what Scary the Fuck Barbie is.
All right, so it's the largest explosion and brightest event ever witnessed in the universe, okay?
Ever.
It is more than 10 times brighter than any known supernova, okay? But
That's bright.
the reason it is called Scary Barbie
Yeah, like, come on.
is because it was first detected in 2020 by the Zerwicki Transit facility.
It's a transient. Moves from Seattle to
Transient, that's what it says. Transient
San Francisco and back and forth all the time buying drugs and shit.
It was given the random name of, get this, ZTF-20 ABRB.
ABRB.
Yeah.
Wow.
And as it gained attention, it also gained the nickname Scary Barbie.
So what, now, obviously, anybody with a brain can say, that's pretty fucked up, because they don't know exactly what it is, as far as I know, unless you did some research.
Different theories about the cause of the explosion.
Right. So what are the main theories that they're saying about it?
So they speculate that a gigantic cloud of gas, mostly hydrogen and dust, had been orbiting a black hole and caused the explosion.
Oh, really? As it's sucked into the...
Mm-hmm. So they believe
darkness
that it's a
nothingness.
result of a vast cloud of gas, basically, is what they're saying.
A vast cloud of gas. I don't buy that. I'm like 10% on that one. I think obviously either a supernova of some sort or possibly like a gamma ray burst.
Well, see, that's another thing that they're saying, too, is that it could be a gamma ray, too.
Or, like a crazy fucking pulsar or some shit. But to me, if I was a guess...
Could it be a supernova that fell into a black hole?
I mean, realistically, I guess that could happen. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good fucking question. Any goddamn fucking scientists out there tonight? Give us a fucking call. No, but I think what it is maybe a supernova, but possibly like a supernova that we haven't maybe experienced yet or caught.
Maybe.
Or like I said, a obviously historic gamma ray burst.
Mm-hmm.
Which is if it's the case, that could have honestly hurt our ozone layer if it was something like that.
Could cause a major shift in our energy field too, right?
You're talking about our stratosphere and things like that?
Yeah.
Quite possibly. But what I was reading on that is the fact that these
global warming is natural.
But that's holy fucking shit. You're absolutely right. See, everybody. All right.
So it could be causing some issues with global warming too.
It could be. It's kind of like how everybody's turning. Like there was Paramount Channel, and then there was like HBO, and then they add the plus to everything. God damn it! It's like fucking Disney Plus, HBO Plus, fucking my ass plus, and fucking all this other shit. So it could be one of those gamma ray bursts with it could be like a gamma ray plus.
Gamma ray plus.
Where these gamma rays, no, shit, you're not. Minus the fucking plus. I don't know what the fuck they call it. But what happens is that you get an initial burst.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it could be dead night, and you don't see a fucking blast or anything like that.
I like the idea of the supernova falling into the black hole.
Well, hold on. I mean, that's
that
creative.
idea.
That's cool, But here's what I think, honestly, is taking place. It could be a gamma ray burst plus, and what happens with these type of not supernovas, but the gamma ray bursts, is that if it's a historic one it's never we've never experienced yet or seen in the scientific community. What happens is you get that initial burst, of radiance and whatnot, which sends invisible X-rays and things like that towards the planet.
Right.
Okay, and then it fucks around. It does the fuck around, and it waits.
Like you?
Yeah, me. I on daily, I dance the fuck around.
Yeah.
So, no, it waits a period of time, and then, bam, it hits you with the actual, just, I guess you could just say beam, just whoop, and would peel away.
I tell you, fans, if you were to see his actions here.
Hey, I mean, maybe we should do a video podcast, because
very,
I'll tell you what.
Very good, I tell you.
I can explain shit with my hands fucking, all day. But anyway, you will know every emotion I'm going through if you just saw my fucking hands. All right, but anyway.
He's good with his hands.
So, yeah, you hear that? You hear that, ladies?
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. So, honestly here, we're talking, this is serious.
Winky.
This is serious shit, okay?
Ask Mr. Winky if he likes his hand.
Ladies, this is hey, listen, this is serious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is serious stuff that you might need to know.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so what happens here is that the burst, okay, listen, the burst comes in it could be, a year from now, 5, 20, to the secondary burst comes in, and literally, if you've ever seen the movie Knowing with Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Okay, you know how at the end, how it fucking took everything out like that? Mm-hmm. That's what will happen. Because it will just be like, ozone, burnt away, and then bam, it'll hit the planet because nothing will be there to protect us. Every living fucking thing will fucking perish.
But
okay?
see,
It will be the next extinction level event.
But if it was a gamma ray burst,
but a historic one, something that we've never seen before.
Scientists would say something about it
not necessarily
wiping something away.
Oh, please.
Please, I mean,
come on. No, they wouldn't. We know damn well that they wouldn't tell us anything.
They don't know
from
for
asteroids
sure what
to
it
anything.
is,
Yeah, sure they don't know what it is. And then there's also a thing called let's not start mass panic, okay? Zelensky's pulling that shit off real quick with the fucking Russians, by the way.
Right.
Hey, yeah, I'm going to visit people and shit, and no, we're not going to start this counteroffensive until fucking summer and blah, blah, blah. As they start the counteroffensive and just fucking whoop the shit. I mean, these guys killing fucking, 10 soldiers versus their one at a time.
Yeah.
So it's just
unbelievable.
We'll how you're getting me going here.
No.
No, seriously though, the bottom line is that these events have been theorized to actually take place, where it may not be our generation,
right?
Okay, may not be our child's generation, but in the future, the human race, unless we get off of Earth, like literally everything off of Earth and move to Mars or wherever the fuck, Nibiru, I don't give a...
But are we going to be safe out there, too, We're going to be closer to these things.
Yes, because it would be directed towards us, planet Earth, anyhow.
Yeah.
So, anyway, as long as we don't fucking get in its goddamn way again, know.
Right.
But... what will happen is, it will hit... basically, you've already signed your fucking death warrant. The death warrant's already been signed, and now you're waiting.
Yeah.
You're waiting for your last meal, and you're going to the death chamber. If that is what has taken place, what I described, this gamma ray burst plus, that is happening. Right as we speak right now, we are on death row.
Well, we don't know. I mean, we have so many lives. We're like cats.
Unfortunately, we're not like cats, everybody. We don't have 9 lives. Go ahead and try it yourself. Like, jump out your 3rd-story window or whatever and see if you'll get another life. This isn't Puss in Boots.
Cannot say anything like that. That's not good. That's fear-mongering.
Oh, for God's sakes. Don't see, this is ridiculous. Don't call the leftist police on me.
Okay, anyway. All right, here we go. Another astronomical news.
What now? What?
All right. So, Israeli is starting
okay.
off...
Israel, Jen? Israel?
It says Israeli.
Okay. You're lucky on that one.
Okay.
I thought you were just talking about the country, period.
No. Israeli startup WeSpace aims to launch robotic moon hopper by 2026.
Hey, let's go hopping on the moon, yeah.
All right. So WeSpace was founded in 2019 by CEO Yafat Pfeffer and Chief
You said that name right.
Officer Eagle Harrell, and latter of whom previously helmed the Pioneer.
Oh man, it just
lunar
kind of a derailment here.
landing program of the Israeli organization.
There we go. Okay. All right.
A four-legged stationary probe crashed into the moon's surface during its landing attempt in April of 2019.
Whoopsie.
All right? So Harrell and Pfeffer, whatever, established WeSpace that same year with aspirations for a much more
If you guys want to know the real names, look it up.
Lunar vehicle. Yes.
No, but you know what?
You know, it's just hard to pronounce these weird names. And
I
stuff.
can't
I'm doing
see.
the best I can.
I can't see what you're saying.
But,
So you know, but people get the point.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Excuse me. So
It's all good.
The company aims to provide.
It makes you endearing. It you know, people love you
Yeah.
because of your
Autonomous
silliness.
Lunar hopper drones.
Ooh, wow! Come back! Look at that.
There you go. They're gonna go
Straight
to the
up
moon.
saying words, yo.
Yeah. All right. How about this?
What?
China is to launch
China.
communication rally satellites to the moon in early 2024.
Yes. Okay. Sure.
The Quaggle or whatever 2 will support a number of upcoming ambitious moon missions. It will launch early next year and will be used to support China's upcoming Chang'e 6, 7, and 8 robotic lunar missions.
Don't you mean you're obviously mistaking spy for lunar, correct?
What do you mean?
Did you get that? Did you get it out? Yeah. Because for 1 second I believe that this is all about the moon and not spying on United States and United States allies.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. You're going to the moon, guys. Yeah. Sure. Hey, thumbs up. Woo-hoo.
So, Chang'e 6 is scheduled to launch in May next year, according to officials.
If China's still around, bro.
And that means that this lunar mission should lift off early in 2024.
Yeah.
So
good luck with that.
We'll see on that one. But here's another one. China builds a simulated moon chamber to prep for crewed lunar landings.
Oh, come on.
So
it's
the
like,
nation aims to put boots on the moon by 2030.
Right.
Chinese scientists have built a chamber to stimulate.
Oh,
sorry, to simulate.
Oh.
Sorry, to simulate. Well, stimulate, whatever. Stimulate the conditions. Stimulate the conditions. Same thing about that. Chamber to simulate the conditions on the surface of the moon to help prepare the country for future lunar exploration.
Man, they're real confident they're going to make it through this year, huh?
Yeah. So I guess the chamber is specially designed a vacuum chamber. It features an electron gun to negatively charge dust. Okay? And
it's like they go through so much to just bullshit everybody.
To generate low voltage positive electrical charge.
It's like, sorry, China, don't fucking believe you at all.
A vibrating screen.
A vibrator.
Designed to stimulate, not
vibrator.
stimulate.
See?
Flying dust.
Just unbelievable. Like anything from China now.
I don't know.
Like I don't. Here's
Here's
the point. It's like anything I hear about China now. It's like yeah, sure, okay. Right. You know, it's like okay, yep. It's like a buddy that is like super annoying or something, calling you all the fucking time, texting or whatever have you. And it's just like, dude, like okay, yeah, cool, man, yeah, like whatever. And you don't. It's just like nothing. You don't want to hear anything from fucking China. Just like shut your mouth, bro. Shut your fucking mouth.
Well, let's talk about Swiss now, okay?
Switzerland?
Yeah.
Now talk about some Switzerland now.
All right. Swiss startup.
Come on, they made Swiss cheese, y'all. Woo!
Okay, Swiss startups ClearSpace has chosen the Vega C rocket to launch a debris snagging test mission.
Really?
It will launch an active debris removal mission to take out a piece of space junk no earlier than the first half of 2026.
Okay, all right.
It will ride aboard an Ariane Space Vega C rocket.
Vega C? Is that so? It's VEGA dash C?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vega C rocket.
All right. Well.
It aims to rendezvous, capture, and remove a piece of the space debris. So,
Interesting.
well, how about this for
What?
interesting news?
What? What's going on?
The Milky Way may not be the shape that we have thought it was.
What?
So
Come
the
on,
shape
man.
of our galaxy may reveal a history of collisions.
Everything I've
with
ever
other
learned is a
galaxies,
fucking lie.
or even clusters. New measurements suggest that the Milky Way may be
Somebody take a tape
different
measure or
shape.
what?
No.
Okay.
No. They're measuring by the galaxies and the clusters.
Yeah, I know, Jennifer.
All right.
I know nobody went out there with a fucking...
Smart Alec, you know. Well, so apparently it was, according to the galaxies, it was a 4-arm galaxy wide, you know.
Is this what other galaxies
Okay.
told us?
Say,
Say, hey,
yeah.
Milky Way, check
No.
this out.
This is what our scientists have discovered
Oh, okay.
over the years. Okay,
You gotta be detailed.
But now
detailed.
listen, a team of astronomers published new research that suggests that we've been wrong about the shape of the Milky Way for decades.
Fuck!
With our galaxy only having 2
there goes that bet.
arms instead of 4. Just
Really?
like its contemporary,
Contemporary?
excuse me.
Contemporary.
Contemporary. Spiral galaxies. Jesus.
Say
You
it.
spend too much time with John.
Yeah, I know. John Seguin's
my
bad
God.
influence on me.
Yes, all right. So listen to this one. Who wants to know this one? Do you want to know, Daniel?
Sure, why not?
It's another scary thing.
Oh, okay. Go
It's
ahead.
kind of like a scary Barbie.
We don't like scary things here at NTRN.
All right. Astronomical News is going to say that scientists discover horrifying warning signs that are
Oh,
given
yeah.
off that indicate a massive X-flare could be on its
This one's
way.
actually really fucking, like, I'm not even joking around. Like, this one's
So-
kind of a little fucked up.
Apparently, when the sun makes a major releases an X-flare, there are particles that are given off, and the heavier
Because
the
it's so
particles,
freaking massive
right?
that, it obviously it sprays in one direction
Yeah.
or flares into one direction, but it's so massive that extra radiation comes out the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it kind of flanks itself. So, say if anything was coming towards it or in its direction, you would start to slowly go into it as if you were driving into a rainstorm,
Yeah.
and it
So
was getting worse
instead
and worse.
of it
correct?
coming to us,
Right?
we're actually orbiting into it.
We are fucking going into the X flare
Yeah.
potential, and these motherfuckers said, watch out for the next couple of days to a
Well,
week. Is that correct?
it says they are right now observing the auroras, and if they could be, if they are seen over Hawaii, okay,
They are anticipating that it
yeah,
may be
if
seen
it's
over Hawaii.
seen over Hawaii, that we
That means
need to
run the
be
fuck
very
away.
Careful, because a Carrington-sized event could be on its way in the next couple of days.
Ooh, okay, folks. If you don't know the Carrington event happened in the late 1800s, and
It took out the dinosaurs, didn't it?
okay, folks, you all have a good night. This is NTR Daily. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Goodbye.
It was a big explosion anyway, an X-flare
Okay.
they think that took out the dinosaurs.
Because did the
wasn't it?
dinosaurs just go extinct fucking, about 150
No,
years
but
ago?
I'm just saying an X-flare was what took out the dinosaurs, right?
It's a theory now,
Oh,
by the way.
okay.
And
I wasn't
not
saying
an
the
X-flare.
Carrington event was the one that
Not
took
in
out the
this-
dinosaurs. I'm
okay,
saying
well, you
an
need-
X-flare event. took
We're
out
all
the
about
dinosaurs.
clarification here. Do you understand?
I might have said
Okay.
it wrong. I meant the
You did say it
X-flare
wrong.
event.
That's
I'm
it.
so sorry.
That's it.
You're fired.
All right. I get fired for your fucking... Okay, so here we go. No, the dinosaurs, by the way, it's also split between that and maybe a gamma ray burst on this type of scale that you were just talking about.
Oh my
But
goodness.
but everybody's going with still the main theory, obviously, that we were hit with an asteroid. But it's starting to break apart a little bit. But anyway, now the Carrington event did not kill the dinosaurs.
Oh.
This was about 150 years ago.
You gotta hurry
But-
up because you gotta find out what bird you are according to your zodiac sign.
Ooh, we'll have to find that out after the break. But that sounds super exciting, folks. I'll be sitting in the bathroom smoking a cigarette. But anyway, no. No, the Carrington event, for those of you that don't know what it was a massive burst from the sun, similar to what these folks are talking about. Could very well be. We didn't have technology to really gather the type of detailed information that we needed, but that was so bad. Telegraph poles and things like that for, beep, 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 things like that, because that's basically all we had.
Beep, 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 beep.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Is that the switch telephone things, whatever that they did?
No, telegram. Where you had the little
telegram. Beep, beep,
like that, the sun along the railroad tracks.
Oh, yes,
where
yes.
They tend to follow railroad tracks, and it literally, when it hit, it popped those things, and they, sparked and fizzled all over and just took out the wiring.
Oh,
okay, and the equipment.
Oh,
now,
geez.
if something like the Carrington event or greater would hit us today, done. It would be.
But see, we are more older today,
and
right,
but it
also
doesn't
have better technology, so we should be prepared for something like that.
Here's the thing: is there's nothing. You can't defend against it.
Thank you, Biden.
Yeah, you know what? Just fucking Biden, you motherfucker. But no, it's something. Unfortunately, we can't truly defend against.
So we blame it on Biden.
Yeah, and blame it on Biden. So anything we can do. But no, this is something truly we can't defend against. And if something like the Carrington event would happen today, it would pretty much be the end of things as we know it right now in terms of electricity, computers, internet, everything. Everything would be fucking fried. It would be like a massive EMP. Okay?
So blame it on Biden because he wants the Green Deal.
Fucking blame it on Biden. There you go. Because the son of a bitch. But unfortunately, folks, it's time for a break.
Oh, yay!
But we do have plenty of more stuff coming up. What do we got coming up real quick? Hurry.
Well, coming up, we have the things that are associated with your zodiac sign. What kind of bird are you?
What kind of bird are you? Like, that one's going to be fucking interesting.
Yeah.
I'm super curious what kind of bird I am.
And then we got the history of the day.
All right, sounds good to me. I hope I'm a woodpecker. All right, this is NTRN Daily Tuesday. We'll be right back.
We've been on and off, in and out, up and down too many times. Now it's time. Show me what you got. Some say that it's the little things. I say that it's a big old ring. Anything to hear you say I do. It ain't the way that you see me. It ain't the way that you kiss. It ain't the way that you please me. It's just the way that it is. Fly with the stars, sound free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, 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 boom. Fly with the stars, sound free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, 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 boom. I'm glad to be alive, cause I don't wanna waste my time, no. I'm young and dumb and hopeless, right? But I'm bound to turn out alright, yeah. The city's really not my vibe now, so I'm moving out my parents' house now, to go and live another life where my dreams don't lay down and die. I'll hang out with the folks on screen. I'll be chilling in a pot of gold. You should bet your money on me, cause I'm never ever coming home. I'll fly with the stars, sound free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom.
1,000 times. But I'm not picking up tonight, cause I'm a bit too busy serving all the smiles, having me a real good time. With a drink full of bubbles, it slipped out from my health. Holy shit, I just stumbled. Still I'm feeling myself.
Fly with the stars so free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fly with the stars so free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, you got me thinking. Oh, you got me thinking out loud. You kept me waiting for the next time around. My heart is beating faster than the beat of a drum. Oh, we're all excited, just waiting for the night to come. I'm getting ready, cause we're second tonight. Oh, won't you come a little closer? When you got what you need, when you hurt, you still bleed. Well, it's time that you come down. Without love, when you're down on your luck, you can make it. Without love, we all fall hard. Oh, you got me spinning, spinning.
Streaming to you live from Spreaker.com and somewhere deep in the great upper Midwest. If you're ready for a ride, you can call NTR anytime by dialing the nationwide caller line at 1-507-384-9390. First-time callers can reach Night Talks Radio at 1-507-307-4424. Text Daniel and NTR exclusively at 1-218-689-7126. Now, from somewhere in the great upper Midwest, here's your hosts, Daniel Brewer and Jennifer Gregerson.
When you're down on your luck, you can make it. Without love, we all fall hard. You got me waiting.
Welcome back, NTRN. A beautiful Tuesday evening or a Wednesday morning, whichever you would like to say. Jennifer's back with me, hour 2 of Daily. And you just heard you can call in tonight if you have any questions, anything on your mind. We shall try our best to answer those questions. Is that correct?
Well, we can try.
Okay. And you know what? Trying's half the battle.
Right?
So, before break, I heard you talking about I'm some sort of fucking bird.
Yes, you are a bird.
Okay, you tell me about this bird shit or whatever you're about to talk about.
Well, you know, according to things that are associated with your zodiac, Aries is associated with a hawk.
Really?
Because you are a fierce and fiery soul and radiant with a strong presence that takes over by the storm. So a hawk likes to dominate the sky. That's why you were associated with a hawk.
Oh, man. That's actually pretty badass. I would totally be a hawk.
All right, so Taurus. Taurus, you are a hummingbird.
Or Taurus.
You have an eye of beauty and impeccable taste. The hummingbird shares the same taste and desire of devotion.
Hummingbird, not the Hummer bird, right?
Hummingbird.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Gemini, you are a parrot. You are known for your endless curiosity, just like the parrot mirrors your social and chatter nature.
Chatter nature.
Yes, chatty nature.
Yes, chatty nature. Yes,
Yep.
chatty nature.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, Cancer.
All right, Cancer.
You're a stork.
You're a stork.
You both share a kindred emotional nature.
Stop! I gotta stop you right there. Did you not send? That was good. That was funny. I was parroting you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, you can move on.
Yeah.
That was fucking funny. I laughed. I was laughing in my fucking head. All right, go ahead.
I thought you were just saying it so they could.
I bet there's fucking
again,
I bet there's one or two people that laughed.
Oh, maybe so.
Jesus. Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, you and the stork may struggle with emotional impulses, and you both strive to find balance.
Balance.
How about Leo? You are a peacock. You both
Peacock.
love to be the...
Oh, plug! NBC Peacock.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's a plug. Hey,
Oh,
NBC, plugging you over here. Come on.
Tuesday plug day.
Tuesday plug day. Happy Tuesday plug day here at NTRN.
All right, Leo, you are a peacock. You both love to be the center of the attention, and you also share an enthusiastic social energy. Virgo, you are an owl. You both want to be...
Who is an owl?
Virgo. Me.
Who?
Me. Virgo.
Who?
Hoo, hoo, hoo. Ha, 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 ha. You're funny.
Oh, you got that one, huh?
Yeah, I got
hey,
that.
nothing but real, just intelligence here at NTRN.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
All
See how I
right.
did that there?
Yes,
Okay. I just wanted everybody to observe that I did
got
that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you both want to be right the first time. Dignity matters. Along with you both are consensuous creatures. Libra, you are a flamingo. Since pink is your color and maintaining balance is part of your characteristics, the flamingo fits perfect. Also, you like to form friendships just on a based on a personal attribute the same as a flamingo. Scorpio, you are a raven. Because it has the mysterious energy, they are also omens, and since you are associated with the psychic senses, it fits right in. Sagittarius. Toucan, because you have an upbeat attitude and boisterous energy, and toucans also love to entertain, and you both are crowd pleasers. Capricorn, you are an eagle. Because it dominates the sky and can get the job done. Like you, who is an assertive leader. You also are fearless, just like the eagle as well. Aquarius. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. And I didn't know there was such thing as a cuckoo.
Are you shitting me now?
No, there's a cock-a-doodle-doo.
There's a fucking cuckoo. You don't know the cuckoo bird?
No, I don't remember the cuckoo.
Holy fuck.
The cuckoo.
It's called a cuckoo. Shit, yeah.
I didn't know it was called a cuckoo. Oh.
Yeah, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. You know? You ever heard that saying?
Well, I've just never seen a cuckoo.
Yeah, it's a goddamn bird. We'll look it up. We'll have fun tonight.
Oh, well, there you go. All right, so cuckoo. Because these birds are unique and hard to spot, just like you are hard to get to know, and you're both kind of shy, you also share an unconventional outlook in life.
Yeah, that's where your cuckoo came from.
Yeah, cuckoo clock. I remember cuckoo clock, and the bird comes out.
Well, when you get called a cuckoo, like what I'm saying is when you get called, because people used to use that a lot.
Crazy.
You're fucking, ooh, that person's cuckoo.
Crazy.
It's because that bird is kind of one of those kind of silly as fuck, sort of doesn't really know what's got. It seems like it's just confused. And things like that.
To me, a cuckoo would be like. If that's the kind of bird you're talking about, to me, like a cuckoo would almost have like long legs and a long beak, and a skinny body.
Roundabouts, but not on a as big a scale as you're probably thinking. You know, I'll show. You know what? I'll look up. Go ahead and do your shit. I'll look up a fucking cuckoo here for you.
Okay. All right. And Pisces, you are a cardinal because it
from St. Louis
resonates with your spiritual
That was funny. That was
frequency.
Sports. Okay.
Sports.
There you go. Okay.
Sports.
Okay. Stop now.
All right.
It's not funny now.
They also stand out like there's a message from beyond the grave, just like you're being connected to the spiritual realm. So there you go. And let's go ahead and explore, dream, and discover.
Yay! For that we get a lightning bolt up your ass.
I was trying to get you to say it too, but you haven't learned those two words.
Well, I
yet,
thought I don't want to take your, spotlight off you. Here, so here's.
That's why I said it slow, because I thought you were going to say it with me.
There's a cuckoo bird. Doesn't have the long legs, but it's big. It's
Oh, it's European.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah, we don't have there's no cuckoos really.
No cuckoos around here?
I mean, there may be a part of the family, perhaps, maybe. Like for example, road runners we have here. That's actually like a cousin to the cuckoo.
Oh, really?
So yeah, the fucking road runner beats the shit out of
a cousin. A cousin?
It'd be like a distant cousin. See right here. Look.
You say cousin.
Cousin, whatever the fuck.
It's cousin.
I mean, come on, word police, get the fuck out of here. Okay? Because God knows you spell all words correct, right?
Right, sure.
Say things correctly.
You know what? The other day...
Hey, why don't you hit your mic more?
I'm going to tell you one thing, okay? Will you just listen to me? Okay? The other day I was
listening.
The other day I was at Walmart, right? And I wore this really nice shirt.
Walmart.
But I was so ticked off because somebody else was wearing the same shirt as me.
Now, what shirt was that?
Don't you get sick and tired of people wearing the same shirt? All the time?
I mean...
I
don't really... I haven't really seen anybody wear the same shit that I wear.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you get tired of somebody wearing the same shirt and everything like that...
you know what? Well, you know what? Here's the thing, is that... first off...
I mean, I get tired of wearing it.
Nobody's gonna be, they can't pull it off like you, number one, because you're sensational.
Yeah.
Jen.
Well, maybe.
You have a
unique style.
Style, perhaps?
Maybe, perhaps.
Why don't you tell me about your sensational style, Jennifer?
Well, so there is a store called Sensational Styles, and if you're tired of the same old clothes or simply like to be different from everyone else, then go check out Sensational Styles and enjoy the store's unique items. Ooh. There's something for the whole family. Sensational Styles caters to your everyday needs at an affordable price and is also not afraid to show their conservative values.
Badass already.
So if you don't like to make a statement by having the same outfit as 10 people in the same room, and you will be able to shine in your own way and fit your personality as well.
Yeah, but what if I don't want clothes? What if I want, say, like a mug or something to show off? You know what I mean? Like, be cool. Like, or, maybe, I don't know, car mats or something for the car. Like,
well, see, that's very interesting.
Where can I go for that?
Well, you can also go to Sensational Styles as well, because we customize any of our products, and we have over 800 products that you can choose from.
What?
All you need to do is type in sensational-styles dot printify, printify.me.
So you said printify, correct?
Printify.me, yes.
All right.
For all your fashion, home, car, and conservative needs. Or you can email me at sensationalstylesjg2023@gmail.com.
What was that again?
At sensationalstylesjg2023@gmail.com. Now, sensational is capitalized and styles The S in sensational is capitalized, and the styles in S is capitalized, and then JG is small 2023 at gmail.com. I know it's a little difficult.
No, you don't capitalize anything in the goddamn search bar.
Actually,
but anyway,
that's how I set it up, though.
Sure, and you're yeah. But you know what? That was a sensational plug for yourself.
Yeah, sensational styles.
How about that? Ooh, yeah, sensational styles, everybody. Be badass.
So sensational styles JG 2023 at gmail.com, and I will go ahead and place that on our
NTRN FB.
NTRN Facebook.
Well, that was cool.
Yes.
All right. Sensational styles, baby.
So, let's go to the history of the day for Wednesday, May 17th.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
It's actually Tuesday. We're doing it for Tuesday, but, yeah. Today's Wednesday, so.
No, this is history of the day for Wednesday, May 17th. So.
Okay. Well, you just did history of the day, I guess, a couple hours ago. So.
No, this is for tomorrow. So, all right. Anyway,
you were totally prepared.
Yes. Okay. So, 1792, 24 merchants from New York Stock Exchange.
Whoa. Did you say 24 merchants?
Yep, from the New York Stock Exchange form. They form the New York Stock Exchange. 24 merchants formed the New York Stock Exchange back in 1792.
Really? 1792 is when the fucking stock exchange opened?
Yeah, May 17th of 1792.
Well, holy shitballs. All right, go ahead.
All right, so in 1973, the U.S. Senate Watergate Committee begins its hearings into the break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters at the Watergate office in Washington, D.C. Excuse me.
Another look over here event.
Yeah, right.
Look over here.
So in
get everybody out of Vietnam.
1521, Edward Stafford, the third Duke of...
Matt Stafford?
No. Buckingham.
Damn it.
Is executed for treason. In 1590... Anne of Denmark is crowned Queen of Scotland.
Wow.
Now listen to this. In 1620, the first merry-go-round is seen at the fair in Turkey.
Really? I bet these people were like, dude, what the fuck is that?
In Philippines. In Philip...
you talking about the town or
Lias or something? Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll go with your word on that.
Yeah. So in 1630, I've never heard of that town. It's somewhere in Turkey, anyway.
Yeah, because we're in Turkey every day.
All right. So in 1630, the Italian Jesuit Niccolò Zucchi is the first to see the two belts on Jupiter's surface.
Oh, to see the belt?
The belts, the two belts.
So it wouldn't be on the surface. But, so the rings. Are you talking about the rings? Or
it said two belts is what it said. So I'm assuming...
Oh, you might be talking about the weather system on Saturn, but...
Jupiter, you mean?
Oh, you said Jupiter?
Yeah, on
Jupiter. I thought you said Saturn. No. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, whatever. I believe you.
All right, so in 1683, the pirates sack Veracruz, New Spain, taking 4,000 prisoners for ransom.
Holy fuck shit.
Yeah.
I bet you'll never have to use that information your entire life. Anybody that just heard that.
No, probably not. We don't
It's
know.
The one
we
and
don't
only
hear
time
a
that
whole
you'll
lot
hear
about pirates.
No, I know, but you'll never hear about that event again.
But we do actually have a guest that is coming up here in the next month or so who's going to talk a little bit about pirates.
Oh.
Remember? So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. We actually got him. You know what?
Wayne Klingman.
I pushed that back just a smite. I got to... Man.
Yeah.
We got a lot of shit.
It's like next...
A lot of shit to take care of and do.
Either next month or the month after. I'll have to go
I do believe it's July, but we will have to see.
Yeah. Yep. So in 1689, King the English king, William III, declares war on France in support of the Dutch Republic. It's called the
Asshole.
9 Years' War.
What an asshole.
Then we've got another war in 1756.
Wars
when
all over the fucking
Britain
place.
declares war on France, and this is the 7 Years, or the French and Indian War.
Shit.
So France didn't do so good with having war after war.
No, I
It
don't
seems
think so.
like. All right, so in 1713, Italian composer Antonio Vivaldi,
Yeah.
his first opera, Atone in Villa, opens in
Do it. Said what?
Venice, which
Venice,
is now
woohoo!
Italy. I'm not going to say that name, no.
Just, you know what? Hey, good effort. A for effort.
All right, so in 1733, Great Britain passes the Molasses Act.
Molasses Act.
Yep. So it puts
Isn't
high
that molasses fat?
tariffs on rum and molasses imported to the countries, or imported to the colonies from a country other than British possessions. So basically, if you go in, you import from a different country other than British, than Britain, you're pretty much going to get charged quite a bit for that.
That's fucked up.
A big, huge fee.
That's super fucked up.
Well, it happens. How about in 1775, the American Revolutionary War bans trade with Canada. In 1787, English slave ship Sisters, en route from Africa to Cuba, capsizes, killing hundreds.
Dude. Oh, a fucking boat?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate boats, dude. We were just talking
You know,
about that,
which is
too.
really weird because you watch boat shows all the time.
Fucking boat shows, fucking airplane shows. I don't know what's fucking wrong with me, dude. I seriously, okay.
We're still trying to figure out. Scientists and doctors are still trying to figure out what's wrong
Dude,
with
it's
you.
bad. I talk to my doctor about this all the time. I know everything about a fucking passenger airliner, dude.
Yeah.
I could
But
land
you
the
hate
fucker. I could
planes.
take off. I could be a fucking pilot, dude, right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm not gonna step foot on that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
You hate planes.
I hate planes. I'm not gonna do it. And fucking boats, on the fucking water, ships, big ships. I fucking know everything about them. Okay.
Yeah.
Hence, I could be a fucking captain on that motherfucker. But no, not going on it. There are multiple reasons. One of the main ones, top 3, is fucking rogue waves.
Yeah.
Rogue waves scare the shit fuck out of me, man.
But see, here's the thing is.
What?
That you are interested in watching them on TV, but you just can't be on them in real life.
No, I can't. I can read about them. I can do everything about them. I know everything about it. I could do, dude, say if who's a popular airline? United or something. Oh. If they gave me a call to ask, hey, we got a problem here. Can you help us out? I'd be like, absolutely, and the problem would be solved.
Right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what it's. I will fix it because I know everything about those motherfuckers. Except they're my worst fears in my entire fucking life.
Oh, worst fears. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, how about this? In 1794 is the very first hard frost in southern New England. In 1794.
Whoa, 1794 was the first hard frost?
Yeah.
In where?
In southern New England.
So in America. So wow, the first?
The first, yeah.
Like frost, in the morning.
Hard frost, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Isn't that crazy?
It is a little weird.
Well, how about in 1861, James Clerk Maxwell? I wonder if he's related to Maxwell Coffee. Plug. Anyway.
I was completely unaware of that plug. Yeah, that's, you know what? Hey, yeah, pluggity plug.
All right, so, anyways, he actually developed the first color photograph of a tartan ribbon.
A tartan? What the fuck is a tartan ribbon?
So I'm assuming what it was is it's almost like one of those, you know how they had those old photograph things where you go underneath the booth or whatever, and you ring it, you wind it up, and you know, and stuff. And then colored, I suppose you had to have some kind of ribbon in there to make it colored. You know.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm assuming.
So
you know?
Okay, yeah. So it put the pigments in for color or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So in 1877, Edwin Holmes, not Sherlock Holmes now.
I said Scissor
Holmes installs the first telephone switchboard burglar alarm.
Really?
In 1877. I remember a little while back we were asking about when that was first done.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
you shit me. So the first home security system was 1877?
Yep.
How was that? My God. I mean, what was it? Just something...
It was
some dude that just stands around her house and yells?
It was a
for the police or something?
It was a telephone switchboard burglar alarm.
Fuck, man.
So it must have been some kind of things, you know,
how
like
does
back.
That even
well, you know, back then, I suppose when there was.
You didn't have sensors. You didn't have things like that.
No,
you didn't have anything like that.
They probably phoned someone and did a switch to the operator.
They literally put like a camper in front of your house, and like 2 or 3 dudes just watch your house all the time.
Yeah, right.
And then if something bad happens, one dude will run like 4 or 5 blocks to the fucking police station in town and fucking get the goddamn marshal.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
It's fucked up.
All right, so in 1881, they revised the version of the New Testament.
Yep. Yes.
How about in 1884, Alaska becomes a U.S. territory?
Yes, indeed. And where did we get it from? Do you know that?
We got it from Russia.
Bingo.
Is that right? Russia?
That's right.
All right.
Cheap as shit, too.
Yeah. That's why they want it back.
Yeah, they said they're going to get Alaska back. Yeah, okay.
All right, listen to this.
Because you have a lot of army and military left.
Right, yeah. Okay, how about this? Now, listen to this. All right, so in 1897.
1897. What?
John Philip Holland designed the very first U.S. submarine that ran submerged for
Hey, you should pause between your words more.
And combines electric and gasoline engines.
Really?
Yes.
What did you say, 1897?
In 1897, yes.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so listen to this. In 1900, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is published by L. Frank Baum with illustrations by William Wallace Denslow in Chicago.
Denzel Washington?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
All right, so in 1902, Greek archaeologist Valseros Stias discovers the Antikythera mechanism, which is an ancient
The pauses are getting longer. It's getting more crazy, the words.
Computer.
A computer?
It's an analog computer, yeah. Ancient mechanical
Discovered
analog computer. In 1902, yeah.
Like it was underground?
Well, they must have dug it up or something.
Wow.
It was in Greek.
Wow.
Greek mythology, Greek archaeologist.
Interesting.
How about in 1916? Daylight savings time was introduced in British summertime.
British, so over in England.
British summertime is what they called it.
Am I the only person in the world, by the way, that's like sad that daylight savings time is we're not gonna be doing fallback and move forward no more?
No, I thought that was kind of cool to do that.
I'm kind of sad. Like I kind of liked in the wintertime that it got dark at like fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And like, I don't know. Like I'm gonna miss that. I think. Well, like you think about wintertime, like it's not gonna get dark until like fucking 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't fucking seem right.
Well,
like
I think that
especially Christmas
screws
time.
Everything up too. It screws up your
It does. It's gonna screw up your circadian rhythm. And it's so. I mean, did they take this shit into consideration?
No.
Fucking, I don't know. I'm not down for that.
No.
I'm going to call my local congressman.
It's all Biden's fault.
Yeah, oh, yep. It's fucking goddamn Biden and Harris.
All right, so in 1925, Cleveland Indian.
Wait, did you say a Cleveland Indian or
Tris-
the Cleveland Indians?
Cleveland Indian Tris Speaker gets his 3,000th hit.
Oh, so sports. You're talking about an individual player from the Cleveland Indians. Sports. Okay, so, okay, cool. Wow, yeah.
So in 1939...
You're super racist for saying Cleveland Indian, though.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's what it says. Back in 1925, they were called the Cleveland Indians.
Back in 1925, people were normal. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, no, I wouldn't say if they were really actually normal.
Well,
but
not necessarily. I mean, it's like they didn't fucking, have to go to
look
counseling
at
for
our cat
fucking
over
15
there.
years.
I moved from my spot, and he goes and steals it.
Oh, he's the master of fucking. He's like a heat-seeking fucking missile, and he'll just immediately take over your fucking spot. Then you try to move him, and he acts like he's fucking paralyzed. Just like,
Right?
It's like, come on, fucking Jabba the Cat.
Yep. So in 1931 was the first televised baseball game.
Holy.
It was broadcasted on NBC, and it was Princeton defeating Columbia 2-1.
Really? You remember me bitching a couple days ago about some of the older shows that I can't watch because they can't convert it to HD.
Yeah.
And it's standard definition. Mm-hmm. And you're watching it on a HD, UHD 4K television.
Yeah, try watching it in 1939.
Can you imagine? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure the screen was probably the size of like a fucking quarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
it wasn't
fucking
very big.
And you could maybe fucking get some detail that something was happening outside somewhere.
Maybe.
That involved like some green grass and white things on the ground.
Right.
That was like it. That was it.
So when is D-Day?
When is D-Day?
Yep.
Ooh, shitballs. I should know this. I think it was in June.
Okay. So,
I'm pretty. Ooh, you know what?
Listen to this.
Bad Dan. I don't recall that right.
Well, it'll come back to
I think
you here now.
we bombed Japan in December.
In 1944.
I think. I don't know.
U.S. General Dwight Eisenhower sets D-Day for June 5th.
Ah, see, fucking boom. Yeah, motherfucker, I was right. And actually, that date was not the actual date, I don't believe.
No, probably not, but that's the date he set.
It was supposed to happen that day, but it actually ended up happening a day later. Interesting fact about that day.
Yes.
They faked out the Nazis by using, and which is still used today by the Ukrainian forces pulling out some World War II shit, D-Day style.
Right.
What we used to do is we would blow up these life-size balloons of fucking tanks and things like that, and artillery and all that, and just put them all in a fucking field where they're semi-visible, okay, on purpose. Fire as fuck away, okay, and the Nazis seriously thought that, hey, these fucking idiots, we fucking know where they're at.
Right.
And a majority of the Nazi, the German military at the time was going there.
Yeah.
And that's when we did D-Day in Normandy.
Yeah, yeah.
And they weren't prepared.
Yeah.
And, so that's pretty clever. And so, Ukraine is actually doing that. And they're having a ball with it, Ukraine, because they're watching the soldiers waste all the ammo that they don't really have anymore anyway on these fake fucking things, including putting dummies in the trenches with helmets on and fake guns pointing like this.
Oh, geez.
And watch, they say they go down the trench a little bit and just watch all the Russian military guys on the ground in that particular area shoot at this dummy for literally like an hour trying to kill the dummy. So we will talk about that a little bit more later in the show, but how about that?
That is funny.
That is being utilized today still And it doesn't cost that much. It's way cheaper than putting real things out there. You just blow up a fucking balloon, man, and they fucking think from a long distance that it's an actual piece of equipment.
Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Oh, boy.
All right, so
Sorry.
in 1946, U.S. President Harry Truman seizes control of the nation's railroads to delay a strike.
Really?
Yep. In 1960, it was the first atomic reactor system was patented by J.W. Flora of Canoga Park, California.
Canoga. Yeah.
Canoga Park.
Wow, 1960 is... So that was the first time that we had a nuclear reactor?
Yep.
Really?
How about 1961? Remember the exchange of the Bay of Pigs?
Yes, I do.
All right. They were exchanged for 500 bulldozers.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
In 1964 was the very first Tim Hortons coffee and donut shop.
Timmy fucking Horton.
Plug.
Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, it's weird. It's like a plug, but it's actual it's a real hockey player.
Yeah.
He was a real
but
hockey player.
But I mean, it is
Toronto Maple
plug
Leafs.
because we
And
have the
it's
coffee.
actually plug
Timmy
because we got the
Hortons
coffee shop that is, solely, obviously, based on him because it's
Coffee
Canadian.
and donut
But
shop opens in Hamilton,
bam! Ontario.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yep.
Timmy motherfucking Horton, y'all.
Yeah. plug.
Yeah, it's like a plug, but not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, it is a plug though because we have the coffee.
It
you know,
is
so,
a plug, but then it's not really a plug because it's a human. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like this weird, catch-22 sort of deal.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe so.
Maybe Timmy Hortons will send me like a Tim Horton jersey.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Okay, so hey, yeah, NTRN.
All right, so 1968, the European Space Research Organization launches the first satellite.
What year was that?
1968.
Okay, all right.
How about in 1970, there was a secret buyer who purchased one of the pairs of the ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland for $15,000 at MGM Studio auction and donated it to the Smithsonian's Institute.
So you said 15,000?
$15,000.
So it was like fucking $2 billion today?
Right. All right, 1973. Who remembers Stevie Wonder?
Stevie Wonder, absolutely.
He releases his music single, You Are the Sunshine of My Life.
Yeah.
It goes to #1 and wins him a Grammy Award for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance.
Nice.
How about in 1975, NBC pays $5 million for the rights of Gone with the Wind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remember?
Isn't that crazy?
Remember in that movie when he says, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn?
Yeah.
Did you know that was totally for that time period just fucked up? It
wasn't even in script.
It wasn't. You're right about that. But it was, damn, was just think of the worst thing you could say. Okay? Because of damnation.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay? And, that's when the country, fucking God-loving, whatever the fuck happened here.
Yeah.
But, you if you said damn, it was short for damnation and God and things like that. And that was the first true moment in, film history, I guess you say, where the movie or, the industry took this crazy step and did that. And that's, people were like, oh, wow, they were like, that is nuts. That moment to them, not only is it you say that nowadays, everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody just knows.
Right.
But then it just put the movie on the map. That's why, minus, for money changes and inflation and things like that, that's why that movie was the #1 movie grossing movie of all time. Because, he said something that was just unbelievable. People wanted to see it just to hear it. Did he really? Did
Right.
that guy
They
really
want to take
fucking
a
say-
double take on it, yeah.
Yeah, because nobody believed it. So, like, think of movies today, like, there's some weird shit you want to see, it's all
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. These people couldn't wait for this movie because the dude said, damn.
Oh, Jesus.
So, there you go. How about
maybe
that?
Maybe that's why NBC wanted to pay $5 million for it.
Oh, they had to, they also, to say that,
Yeah.
okay, they had to pay off. Because they didn't have a rating system then.
Okay.
Okay, so there wasn't no PG-13 or R or anything like that.
Right.
So they originally said absolutely not. You cannot.
really?
The movie history would have been changed forever
Right.
because that word would have never been used.
Right.
They paid off the sort of review board of movies that time, which then progressed into the rating system that we have today. But they had to pay big time money, okay, to buy off the review board to say, please let us say that word. Because please let us say damn.
Wow.
And that was the first time that a cuss word, how we would say cuss words are,
Right.
Was ever said in a movie as well. So damn was it was worse than, in terms of cussing, it was saying bad words, whatever. It was worse than fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it was just super bad, you know? And yeah, so there you go. So not
Wow.
only that, it was damn was horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
And you really obviously meant what the fuck you were saying. And they also had to pay big time dollars to get the damn into the film.
Wow.
So yeah, movie history would have been changed if it wasn't for the directors and producers of that movie paying tons of money to allow the censors to allow that word.
Very interesting.
So there you go. Gone with the wind, motherfuckers.
All right, so in 1979, the coldest temperature ever recorded in Hawaii
Hawaii.
at negative 12 degrees Fahrenheit. It was recorded on top of Mauna Kea.
Mauna Kea.
Yep.
Man, that's fucking cold for Hawaii. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So that would have been global warming there, big time, right?
No. If it was that cold, that would have been global cooling. Right. No, I'm serious. It would have been, we're in global warming right now.
Yeah.
There is,
Well, I'm
next
just-
to happen is
yeah.
global cooling again.
Oh, okay.
So that's, think of the Ice Age. That's when the bad shit will be that, glaciers and all that will fucking come down to us and shit. That'll be shitty as well, but nobody will fucking be around for that anyway, that we know.
Right.
Because the patterns have been changing, we happen to be, the period of life that we're in right now, we happen to drop right into the beginning stages of global warming.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking, we're going back, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago. The whole process has begun. And now we're starting to get into stages that you're going to have sporadic things like, in the news we'll talk about El Nino
This was
and things like that.
almost 50 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would get
That
sporadic
this-
jumps and things like
yeah.
that, okay? Not necessarily just because the mountain did that, but, in general, you would have sporadic jumps as it starts, and then it would gradually start to go up by temperatures, throughout 10 and 20 and 30, 40 years and so on and so forth. But we actually are going to be talking about that with the warning that has been given by the National Weather Service and other entities, talking about. Well, I'll just give you. You know what? I'm not going to say anything yet. It's. Let's just say this. You better have air conditioning this summer. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that living in summertime in North America.
And we'll talk more about
particularly
that
the
coming up
Midwest.
here in the news. So
Yeah, news after the hour. And, so go ahead. Holy shit. We took a lot of time talking about Gone
All
with
right,
the Wind.
so in 1980, a major race riot in Miami, Florida.
A race
kills
riot?
16 people and injures 300.
Systematic racism.
In 1983, Israel and Lebanon sign a peace treaty. In 1984, Marvin Creamer becomes the first known person to sail around the world without navigational tools, arriving back in Cape May, New Jersey,
Scary.
after 513 days.
Scary as fuck?
Right? How about this one? All right. My favorite song, this is everyone's favorite song, okay? The Chicken Song was released in 1986 by the UK pop chart #1 hit.
Wow, so the Chicken Song was only made in 1986?
1986, yeah.
Damn, it seems like... Has it been that long?
It was by Spitting Image.
Spitting Image, cool,
Yeah.
man. Fucking UK, right? Everything else is songs from the UK.
UK. All right, so in 1987, the USS Stark is hit by Iraqi missiles and kills 37 sailors. And how about this? In 1989, the longest cab ride ever was 14,000 miles long. It cost $16,000. And no, it was not the cash cab, but wouldn't that be awesome if it was the cash cab? I mean, seriously.
Right?
I mean, 14,000 miles? That's long.
That's that's a tad smite long. That's almost as big as my penis.
All right, so in 1993, Chattahoochee single was released by Alan Jackson. It also was awarded Single of the Year, CMA Single of the Year, and it was the Billboard Song of the Year for 1993 as well. And how about in 2015, Blurry Face, the fourth studio album by 21 Pilots, is released. It was the first album ever to have every track gold certified. I don't remember 21 Pilots.
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, back in my day.
Okay.
My grunge days, 21 Pilots.
How about this? In 2001, U.S. President George W. Bush calls for reduced regulations to encourage more oil, gas, and nuclear production. Thank you so much, George Bush.
Man,
we
where
are
are
stuck
you now,
in
buddy?
this predicament right now. You know, we got freaking nuclear shit right up the ass right now.
Well,
Thank you so
no,
much.
it's not. You know why I'm applauding is because he was wanting more oil production. I'm not even worried about the nuclear situation. I'm talking about oil production and things like that, and gas. Now, I think if you even say the word gasoline or oil, you can get 20 years in prison.
But he's encouraging nuclear production too. So
right,
I
and
mean,
nuclear production.
So
no,
why
no, stop. You don't think of weaponry. He's talking about energy. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So he was talking about gasoline production, oil reserves, and nuclear energy, to power
Like
the nation.
nuclear power plants and
Yes,
stuff.
nuclear
Well,
power plants.
that's not helping us any right now, neither.
Well, actually, it does. I mean, obviously, it gives power, and it's now if you want to talk environment friendly, the left, stupid fucks, that's super clean.
Right.
And, over here, the chances of a fucking meltdown or accidents are extremely rare.
Right.
Okay, I mean, extremely rare. We had 3 Mile Island. We had one other incident in the, I want to say 50s, at a testing facility somewhere in, I want to say New York, underneath ground, okay? But, no, so if you want clean energy,
Yeah.
nuclear is... I mean, it would be, the perfect thing right now.
But the only thing
and they're trying
about
to
that,
shut
though-
down every nuclear power plant as well.
Yeah, but can't nuclear have a bad effect on us too, though? I mean, we
Not
have a bad...
if there's no bad effects from nuclear energy. Obviously, if there's a leak or something like that, that's an issue.
Right.
If you don't want to melt down and things like that.
No.
But that's extremely rare. There's measurements put in place to stop those things from happening. It's not here. It's not like Chernobyl. We have things in place. We know what we're doing. We're not going to take risks just to get things done or this and that, okay? The only danger with nuclear power plants and things like that as nuclear waste and where to put it. Okay, but I do believe
but
that's
what puts the toxics into the
it does,
water
but
and stuff like that
no. This is in Yucca Mountains. Okay, I do believe it's Nevada.
Okay.
And they have it deep under a mountain, and it's not. So if it were to leak or anything like that, it's in the middle of the fucking desert. It's not. Nothing's going to happen, and on top of that, it's underneath ground, so it's not like it's going to get into the air and start spreading around big time to cause, at least to the point where it's going to cause major damage or anything like that. Okay. So
see, I thought when I said nuclear production, that's why I said
no,
thank
not
you,
for
George
nuclear,
Bush.
Not for nuclear.
I thought it was production of nuclear weapons. That's why we
no.
Ass right now,
Right.
thing.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
At the time we had plenty. I think at the time we were still well into the 8,000 or 9,000 range ICBMs, but he's talking about nuclear energy for power, and again, all the leftists out there, you fucking idiots, if you want fucking green, just build more power plants and renew more contracts with the existing power plants, and just concentrate on that infrastructure that we have now. And building new reactors, but he said what? So what year was that? Did you say?
I skipped the page.
Was it late 80s?
No, that was in 2001.
Oh, 2001. Yeah. So think from 2001 to 2023. We must eliminate all oil and gas. Like it's unbelievable. So it's just it's not going to happen no matter how fucking hard Biden and his little fucking cronies try.
Right.
So
in 2015, a mudslide hits the alpine town of Salgar in western Colombia, killing over 50 people.
Ooh, yikes.
How about in 2020? Michael Jordan's autographed Air Nike 1s trainers from 1985 sell for a record of $560,000 on an online auction.
Wow.
And in 2021, long working hours killed 745,000 people a year in 2016, according to a new study from the World Health Organization.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yikes.
So, we're going to go ahead, I believe, after the break and start into national news.
Local, regional.
We got a lot of news that you can use.
Got a lot of shit to talk about. I guess we're going to hit a break then. We'll come back with that. And, we got a lot of shit to talk about. Everything from Ukraine, the Russia situation, NATO, just a cavalcade. This is NTRN Daily, folks. We'll be right back.
새벽 2시 하늘께까지 telling me that you Gucci 너답지 않지 got me driving like a movie 난 아직 굳이 걱정 따윈 없지 pedal to the floor only seconds left to go 새벽 4시 오후 아침까지 미안한다고 말하지 나답지 않지 got me calling like a movie 난 아직 굳이 걱정 따윈 없지 pedal to the floor only seconds left to go Intention falling
Queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fort still holds. Your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies. Roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules, talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. Come on. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. I've got my moves, I got my song. When I turn my mojo on, I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. Watch me use my witchcraft. I'm gonna use my witchcraft.
Shitty car, but we hit the road. Doesn't matter where we go, and destination unknown. I don't care where the motor stops, 'cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. Look around, where's the people at? I want a taste of the good life. Hit me with it right now, I'm in it. 'Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. You said, yeah, Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby.
Streaming to you live from Spreaker.com and somewhere deep in the great upper Midwest. If you're ready for a ride, you can call NTR anytime by dialing the nationwide caller line at 1-507-384-9390. First-time callers can reach Night Talks Radio at 1-507-307-4424. Text Daniel and NTR exclusively at 1-218-689-7126. Now, from somewhere in the great upper Midwest, here's your hosts, Daniel Brewer and Jennifer Gregerson.
Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby.
Tuesday nights in the great upper Midwest. It's NTRN Daily. Daniel Brewer here with you, along with Jennifer Gregerson. Talking shit again.
How do you roll your tongue like that?
The great upper Midwest. You got to practice.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with my tongue.
I don't
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it works for me.
Like the lion from fucking Wizard of the Oz. So, hour 3, we're going to get to local, regional, national, and international fucking news.
Oh, yes, and we have a whole bunch of it.
Yeah.
We're going to try and get through as much as we possibly can today.
As a matter of fact, I think tomorrow's show, we're going to dedicate at least a good 2 hours to the news because it's coming at not a snail's pace, but it's coming at a rabbit running pace, man. This thing...
Jackrabbit.
A jackrabbit, a king of Rooski, hopping fast as fuck. Things are literally changing by the hour.
Getting very, very scary.
When it comes to what's happening overseas with Russia, Ukraine, NATO, China. Here's the thing is that, you know, you speak of world wars and things like that, World War I, World War II, and we're just speaking about some stuff about that. Folks, we're in and have been since last February and slightly before then, the beginning stages of World War III. There's no question about it.
Yeah,
and now we're at the point that it's now escalating. This is the escalation point where it goes from 0 to 60 in, fucking 3 seconds. So, and it is worrisome. You're absolutely correct. Things have greatly changed for the worse since about, I would say, last Monday, but really kicked in when the cleverly sneaky as fuck counteroffensive took place by Ukraine. And, we will talk about that in detail. Let's see what you have to talk about first there, Jennifer, to kick off the news.
Well, first I want to talk about how this is a bunch of bullshit. That
pretty much everything?
Well, yes, but okay. Army Sergeant that was sentenced
Daniel
for
Penny?
The death of, yes,
a homeless black man, crazy.
Back in 2020, okay?
Is that who you're talking about, Daniel Penny, though? Yeah?
Daniel Penny, yes, 35. He was sentenced to 25 years.
All right. No. You're talking about Daniel Penny?
Daniel Perry.
Oh, Perry!
Perry, yeah.
How the hell are you talking about a story?
Daniel Perry.
Oh my gosh! I thought you were talking about. I'll talk about it then.
All right.
Daniel Penny is the veteran that saved people in the New York subway.
Yeah, we already talked about that one.
Well, no, not on the show. But what I'm saying is, I thought you were saying Daniel Penny.
No, this is Daniel Perry. This
happened
back in 2020 when
gotcha, totally different person.
Doing
okay,
BLM protest against the George Floyd death. Okay.
Yeah, the setup George Floyd death. Yes.
Garrett Foster was the guy. Okay,
mm-hmm.
And they crowded Perry's car and surrounded him, and they started banging on the side of his car, hitting him with spray cans and everything like that.
Yep, that's what's called a riot, folks.
Also, at that time, Garrett Foster, okay, said he wanted to speak to Perry, okay? So Perry, rolled down his window and everything, and Perry didn't see the AK-47 that was actually attached to his chest. And he lifted it up, and before the guy was able to get any kind of shot off, Perry grabbed his revolver or his gun or whatever.
Oh, now I remember. Okay.
And shot him. Then he pulled the trigger as fast as he could, drove away, and called the police right away and turned himself in.
Okay.
He is now being sentenced. He's now been sentenced to 25 years, but Governor Abbott says that he will do anything he possibly can to pardon him.
Yep. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yes. I misheard you between the two last names. I thought you were talking about Daniel Penny.
No.
No, now I know what you're talking about. So, what happened is that you were right. The gentleman, why did I call him a gentleman? The piece of shit.
The piece of shit, yeah.
The way he had his gun, it was a 9mm.
And it was hiding in his chest underneath his jacket.
It was a 9mm inside his light jacket.
No, actually, it was an AK-47 is what what Perry had said.
Where? My gosh. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at the details with
Foster
that.
was openly carrying an AK-47 across his
I
chest.
thought from what I heard, I thought it was a 9mm that he had in his jacket, but it was pointed the wrong way for him
that's
to be able to get it out.
Perry had in his car and shot him with.
Okay. Wow, we got conflicting stories there then.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, what happened is absolutely wrong in about 1,000 different ways.
He was defending himself.
Well, not only defending himself, but, I mean, this is, again, this is something that, it has to be done, okay? I think did he have warrants for his arrest as well?
No, he was an Army sergeant. He hadn't done...
No, the guy...
the other guy?
Yeah.
Foster?
Yeah.
No, you're confusing it with the other guy on the train. The other guy on the train had a lot of other charges and everything like that.
Okay. You know what? Okay, I'm just going to admit, folks, we weren't on the same page with this fucking first story, okay? Because I really don't know what the hell you're talking about here.
There's two different ones. there's two. Daniel Penny.
I know about the situation where the police officer had pulled over the guy who had warrants, the black man who had a 9mm in his jacket and tried to pull it out on the officer, but because it was pointed in the wrong direction, he had it in his jacket in the wrong direction, it was time enough for the officer to pull out his taser, which he thought he was going for, but he accidentally went for his gun in that split second and shot and killed him, and now they're saying that he, you could have done better, even though the guy was going to kill him. So I'm way confused on what story you have right now. This is a story I didn't hear about then. Let's just put it that way. And I do know you're not talking about Daniel Penny now.
No,
Daniel Perry. I'm listening to this for the first time.
Army sergeant who was sentenced for the death of the BLM protester back in 2020.
Okay, like I said,
nothing to do with a stop or anything.
I'm getting that fact now. Like I said, we were on the same page with that, man. I did not know anything about that story coming up. No, well, just hearing about it, I do understand. Too, yes. I mean, I do know of that story. I wasn't following that story very well though, because as I'm saying, not just the war, but there's multiple things just flying.
Right,
so
there's
new stories happening every day. And I know what happened in 2020, but you're saying he just got sentenced.
He just got sentenced
so yes,
now,
okay. The only thing I'm going to say about that, because I'm a little frustrated about this story right now, is that that's complete horseshit. And I hope Abbott does commute a sentence or get him out of there because he was defending himself. Period. But and folks, this is why you and your co-host should communicate before going on the air. Okay, all right. Lesson learned.
Anyways, how about this? Kelly Pickler's husband, Kyle Jacobs, his autopsy came back, and it did show and confirm that he did in fact die from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He suffered from pseudo-seizures, gastrointestinal bleeding.
Oh shit! From dying, or he had that.
This is what he suffered from. So this is what they think led to his demise.
Shitballs.
So gastrointestinal bleeding, elevated liver enzymes, and chronic alcohol use. So he thinks that these factors mostly played a huge factor in his decision.
Best thing that ever happened to me is stop drinking alcohol.
Yep.
Thank you, my dear. You were a major help in that.
Oh, you're welcome.
And, I've been sober for, I can't remember now, what?
4 years?
4 years now? It was New Year's Eve 2019?
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, 2018 and 2019.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, so 4 years.
Yep.
Fuck alcohol, man. All right, go ahead.
All right, so how about this? International news. Zelensky is now back.
Fucking badass.
In Kiev, right?
Kiev, that's correct. Yes,
and went directly and held a Staff of Supreme Commander-in-Chief meeting. So he did not even wave to the camera people or do any interviews
Yeah,
or say
that's
hi
right.
to anyone or anything.
He
So
badassed it
he
right
went
past
right
them
to a
motherfuckers.
meeting.
And went right into the meeting. So obviously there's something big going on.
Oh,
Or, with Zelensky being so clever, he wants people to think something is being discussed that's rather big.
Or maybe he wants to talk about how the strategy is going with him being gone, too.
Well, it's, you know what? Okay, so I just want to say a few things here about Zelensky, okay? And, I've been back and forth with this whole deal, but now I'm pretty much solidified with this 100%. Zelensky's about to... Zelensky is... gosh darn it, can we make like a hockey trade for him and trade
Yeah,
Biden? Right? This dude is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
And now
clever.
I don't go. If you know me, I don't go for fucking propaganda here. Okay.
No, he's
I
very
can
clever.
see and smell propaganda. I don't buy it. It totally was a fact after the leaked documents, regardless on who leaked them.
Right.
But there's things that I knew a long time ago. Most conspiracy theorists, is which we were called, made to sound like we were nuts and things like that. We were in tune with these type of things, but
yeah.
This man is charismatic beyond all get out.
Right.
He's a man's man. Okay, and
Very
he is
smart.
He is intelligent.
Yes.
Intelligent, not sadistically,
Yeah.
but he's intelligent to the point that it's beyond clever, and you do not know when the truth about things that he's doing with the counteroffensive and people he's speaking to and what the plans for the very near future, if not the long-term future, are. He is a mastermind, okay?
Yeah.
People need to take notes on this motherfucker, okay? because history is going to be speaking about this guy for a very, very long time, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But Zelensky cleverly, during the first counterwave that took back Bakhmut,
Takes a trip to Europe.
he's just out of town. He's doing his thing. He's gathering and garnering more support, more money,
and
more weapons.
I like the fact that he shows up in just his
shows
normal
up, man,
clothes.
in his classic, military green sweatshirt and just straight up pants, man, and boots. And I love the scene when he was in France and they were saluting him and all that.
Yep.
That motherfucker was just walking like, I give two fucks right now. He's like, I'm ready to fucking, you gonna help me? You gonna help me? Hey, buddy, we could shake hands, make deals. This guy is, like I said, just simply amazing. He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose to, because Russia is beginning, the Russian government and Russian military, Putin and all those guys, again, I always have to say this as a side note, the Russian people do not have anything to do with this.
Right.
Okay, Russian people hate this as much as everybody else and know how bad this is. It's gut turning because we have friends in Moscow and we have friends in the region, including Poland and things like that. So we understand what's going on firsthand. We hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak, from multiple people in the region and in downtown Moscow, like I said, and in Poland and Spain, for fuck's sakes, and all kinds of things. But it's, he is scaring the whole of the Russian military and government, including Putin, because they don't know when he's telling the truth or what he's doing, when he's going to do it. And on top of that, he even has his separate military generals that are out there saying things like before the counteroffensive started, literally an hour or two before, making sure that it would get to social media, because now, in modern warfare now, it's hard to think about, but the cell phones and GPS devices and all this stuff are integrated into the war now. Real side note here, one of the Ukrainian soldiers was literally FaceTiming his girlfriend
Yeah.
when he was in close combat
Right.
with Russian soldiers shooting his weapon
Right.
as he's saying, "I love you, everything's, good."
Yeah.
Like, so that's modern warfare now.
Yeah.
It's hard to think about, you
Yeah.
know, because war like this has had to happen for a while. But the generals were saying, we are out of ammunition. We need backup and more ammunition and things before we can start our counteroffensive.
Right.
And obviously Russia pinpointing in on conversation and chatter, which Ukraine purposely unsecured so it would
Yeah.
get out. And so Russia's like, oh, like they're out of ammunition, let's do this. And then all of a sudden, oh shit.
Yep.
They're starting the counteroffensive, and we are outnumbered, outmanned. We don't have enough ammunition. We're running out of everything, tanks, all this other shit. And they took back Bakhmut in, a matter of a night or two.
Who's we?
Russia. They do not.
Russia doesn't. So
Russia is running out of
we
ammunition.
are okay as
Ukraine.
America,
Ukraine at this point now, it's unlimited. It's like you found the unlimited card because NATO now. Everybody's seeing what's happening. Okay, mainly
they have the Iron Dome.
They just received the Iron Dome. Which about 25% of the technologies from the United States, the rest obviously from Israel. The Iron Dome proved that Putin 100% was a liar in 2018 when he stated he had the hypersonic missile, which he does.
Yeah.
But it's not as badass, not even close to what this guy was talking about. There was no evading our Patriot battle systems. Battery systems, I'm sorry. Ukraine has reported they shot down 13 hypersonic missiles heading towards Kiev and multiple others heading into Ukraine, period. Folks, Putin said these things were unstoppable.
Yeah, right.
Okay, not one has gotten through the Iron Dome, let alone before that, Ukrainians just with this simple will to win and kick these invaders out of their country.
Right.
Were taking down hypersonic missiles on their own anyway.
Right.
So, they are playing mind games with Russia so bad that Russia has surrounded Moscow with anti-aircraft. Yep. They are moving people back from the front line in the border of Russia. Okay, they had one tank at their V-Day celebration, and it was a World War II inventory tank. Okay,
right.
That would be instantly destroyed on the field right now. That's all they have, folks.
Yep.
They're running out of everything. The Russian military has, if anything, Putin has just destroyed the whole concept of Russia being a superpower.
Yeah.
They have nothing. They weren't prepared for modern warfare.
Right.
And nor did they believe they were going to get into the big battle because Putin, pushing his weight around, thought that he could just say, Ukrainians, lay your weapons down, we won't hurt you.
Yeah.
No, you didn't realize what the will to win for freedom in your country versus we're just going to try to occupy your country and take a former Soviet state back.
Yeah.
Ukraine don't want to be a part of Russia. And they said, we're going to fight you until we every last one of us are dead, if it need be.
Yeah.
And then...
so with the chaos going on over there, we've also got major chaos going on here in the U.S., and I will tell you about that now.
Yeah, I'll finish up real quick. What's getting to Moscow and Putin and Russia military forces right now is that they're being bamboozled. They have no idea what Ukraine is doing at this point. And the drones are turning out to be a sensation. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, instead of one soldier taking out one or two soldiers, one soldier is literally taking out anywhere between 6 and 10 soldiers at a time.
Yeah.
So those high rates of death on Russia's behalf, that's fact. That's fact. Okay?
Yeah.
Ukraine's losing soldiers as well, but... Russia's being decimated. Go ahead. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But
so actually here we're going to talk a little bit about the Durham. Is it Durham?
The Durham report.
The Durham
yes.
report. Okay. Trump is now vindicated. There was no Russian collusion. It was all made up by the left. And we can talk a little bit about that as soon as Daniel had to go check on another little girl here that decided to get in the doorway of our house. So he's going to check on that here in just a moment. Anyway, the border deputies can't do anything legally to reinforce the border without the president's consent. But the states are taking control now and helping keep the illegals out. Right now, basically, the cartels are running the border. This has now allowed the city of Brownsville, Texas, to basically be run by immigrants to the point that people are just leaving their homes just out of, just for no reason. They're just packing up and leaving, just getting out of there. Right now, lots are selling for $800 right now. So you could get a big, huge lot right now for $800. That's a lot of land. Also, weddings are being canceled around the U.S. over the illegals taking over their hotel reservations. And veterans are also being kicked out of their hotels as well. There is a federal court judge from Texas that is trying to put a temporary catch and release, but they are being blocked by the Democrats, So basically, it's like whatever we do, we're being blocked by the Democrats.
They're trying to, push catch and release, keep it down for a little bit more time.
Right.
So Texas and this and that can figure out, Border Patrol can figure out what the hell they're going to do, because obviously, like we said, Biden's on his way to the beach, literally.
Yeah.
And doesn't give two flying fucks. Even stated he has no plans to go there because there's no problem. So, and if you look at all the people coming across the border, it's not women or children, at all.
Men.
It's all working age men that they're about to release on their own to the United States. They call it a Biden phone, that they get. And by George, if you don't, what's going to happen is they're going to call you every day, and you're supposed to respond to them and make sure you call and say, I'm here, I'm in this location, and I'll be at my court date that they give you. And they're going to call you every day, and you got to answer the phone. You better answer the phone so you can go to court. Let's just ask it right now. Let me ask you, how many one of those guys do you think are going to even pick up that phone? And number two, how many do you think are going to show up for their immigration court dates?
Maybe I would say 3.
3, yes. That's a very good number.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
The rest of them are either going to throw away the phone because it has a GPS tracker in it.
Yeah.
And just go on to rape, pillage, do crime, all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Most of them are working for the cartel, looking for possible candidates for sex trafficking, murder, rape, all kinds of other stuff.
Selling drugs.
Oh,
too.
You think it's bad now?
Yeah.
Give it about 2 to 4 weeks, a month range.
So if you think San Francisco is bad now, just you wait.
Well, the way you should put it is San Francisco. You see San Francisco?
Yeah.
Now imagine San Francisco under the name of the United States of America.
Yeah.
So the United States of America is going to look like San Francisco if something is not done vastly quick. It's going to. I don't think people realize how bad it's going to be.
Yeah.
And even Democrats and leftists and whatnot and liberals are starting to kind of be like, this isn't, yay, but not how we really thought here.
No.
Especially the ones that are actually victims of violent crime from illegal aliens. Those are the ones that really are like, hey, this ain't working out too well.
Yep.
I don't like to be stabbed and killed by you guys, you know?
Right.
Still friendly, of course. They let them live in their house or something, but, you know, it's like, my God, you crazy fucking lunatics, man.
Well,
what did you think was going to happen?
Let's talk about this Durham, right?
Durham report, yes.
What is this Durham report all about?
Okay, essentially, bottom line with this is that Trump is absolutely vindicated, and you're only a fool if you don't want to believe that, or you want to tell yourself something different. Okay, which, of course, the Democrats are attempting to do now by saying that, well, you know what, we had it wrong for all these years.
Right.
There was some mismanagement in the beginning of this probe, so we have to scrap the entire probe because things were done wrong. Now when we do it and take more of your taxpayer money for absolutely nothing, a witch hunt, just like Trump said, which is absolutely a perfect name to call it, a witch hunt, that did nothing but take money out of hardworking, God-loving American citizens. They now say that they have to restart the whole thing. Okay, it's actually pretty mind-blowing. It kind of leaves you speechless. But Trump did come out today and say, though, how extremely happy he was that this should no doubt to be anybody in black and white. It's right there. They even have phone calls by that evil devil-looking fucking motherfucker FBI agent, and I forgot his fucking name even, but they got him on tape now. I mean, you couldn't get any closer to indicating yourself by saying that whatever happens now, we have to stop him. We have to stop Trump. They didn't hide anything now. It's straight up. They did this on purpose.
Yeah.
They even state that Russia had nothing to do with it.
Wow.
That this is what they're going to use to say.
Wow.
Okay? And they got caught with their foot in their mouth without question. There's nothing else to say about it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a leftist liberal, all goddamn day. You need. I'm gonna take your fucking face and shove it right into the fucking file work, and I'm gonna have you read it off to me.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm gonna look at you and say, do you under-fucking-stand that?
Yep.
Do you under-fucking-stand that? There was no Russian collusion.
Yep.
I'm sorry, there was, but it was you motherfuckers that did it.
Exactly.
It had nothing to do with Trump, had nothing to do with Zelensky, had nothing to do with any of that.
Yep.
You guys made it up.
Yep.
You understand?
Because they wanted to get Trump.
They wanted to fucking cause it. It was just one of the many thousands of things that they tried to do to Trump to get him out of office, to cause problems for him. Everything they were doing was a fucking lie. Now you can take that to the fucking bank. Now everything, including Russian collusion.
So here's the thing: so you have Russia and Ukraine fighting. Okay, you have.
Well, it's more like Ukraine beating the shit out of Russia right now. But go ahead, yeah.
But you have the immigrants basically overrunning the United States.
Yes, we are.
We have president.
Don't say overrunning. We are being invaded by another country.
Invading the United States because our president, Sleepy Joe, invited them in. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What was it there that I was telling you about? These fucking illegal Mexicans and fucking Haitians and all this other shit. They're not hiding anything back. No, when they're talking, the news is talking to them. They're saying, "Oh, why? Well, why did you come here? What is your purpose? To find work, to make a better family, this and that." No, they were like, the president, El Presidento Biden, there, he ended Title 42. We're all coming, man. Yeah. There's no hiding. Yeah. Why would they have to lie? They're telling the fucking truth, man. Yeah. Your president opened the borders.
You can't stop him right now. You can't stop him right now.
You can't stop him right now. They're told to give him a cell phone, and they'll get a call when they have court date. Those motherfuckers be long fucking gone, folks. You think they're going to keep that phone? No.
So, if that isn't enough, let's talk about what is coming down the pipe this summer.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's fun. It's always fun.
NASA
What do we got?
Has spotted El Nino. the
Yes.
biggest they've ever seen, and could see temperatures close to 120 plus.
Yeah, say that one more time.
120 plus for those having summer. So basically for the
Midwest specifically, it's like, thank you, that figures.
Northern Minnesota,
that general area,
Yep.
including in Canada and,
Yep.
the Great Lakes region and this and that. Basically, the whole upper half of the United States is going to see temperatures that, well, frankly, we've never experienced before.
No, with a real feel about 140.
Yeah,
It can last for a couple of days or possibly up to a week.
Sporadically. And when I
Yep.
say sporadically, when it starts, it could be 2 days here.
Yep.
Then the next 2 weeks, it could be a 3-day stretch.
Yep.
And then a couple weeks after that, it could be another 2-day stretch. But that's enough to never leave the house again. You know what I mean? As long as you have air conditioning.
Yeah.
And
that's the warning. Is they're telling you not to leave the house at that time.
It's not like, hey, guys, watch out for El Nino. Could
Yeah.
be a little bad. No,
Right.
it's... We know it's going to happen here. We're giving you a warning now.
Yep.
This is weather where it's not a warning of, we get these a lot in Minnesota. Anyway, where, don't stay outside for this period of time without having fluids and going back in, getting in the shade.
Yep.
This time, they're straight up saying that don't leave your house.
Yep.
Like, don't even step outside.
Right.
Okay? Especially people that aren't in top shape and things like that. And you're not... You didn't just drink like a whole gallon of cold water and things like that. It could be deadly. I'm talking.
Yeah.
You could die within minutes.
Yeah, they should have plenty of water on hand, obviously. Make sure your air conditioner is working. You don't have any air conditioner.
Yes.
And you have a fan. Make sure you have enough batteries for that remote. Make sure that
prepared.
everything is ready to go. Even go out and purchase another fan if you have to, or whatever you have to do.
Oh, fans,
But be
want,
prepared.
if you have one air conditioning, make sure you have fans to circulate around the entire house at least. If you have two, even better in terms of air conditioning. But these, what we're stating here is one of countless ways that we need to be prepared this summer, and also need to be prepared specific things in the next couple of weeks and even days.
Yep.
And I'm not just talking about El Nino.
The X flare.
I think
other
that
things like that.
I think that the summer of 2023 is going to be dubbed the summer of absolute preparedness, because as a matter of fact, when you were going
might
to
be
the
the
store
summer
today,
hell is what it might be, because of how hot
like,
it's going to be with the World War III going
emotional
on,
wise.
Emotional. I mean,
when
everything.
when you were going to the store earlier, you always go for us, which I'm thankful for, and you go and pick up, Powerade Zeros, Gatorade Zeros,
Right.
sometimes water,
which
and things like that.
Actually would be good to drink right now. Some Powerade Zero. Can I have a drink of your Powerade Zero?
Absolutely. Plug.
Mixed berry
Ooh,
is nice
so
and
delicious and tasty
refreshing.
and nice and cold going down your throat. Oh, rehydration. Yeah, electrolytes, kick ass. That's Powerade Zero, everybody. Plug. Okay, but anyway, so you go and get all that stuff, and then thank you for Amazon.com. Plug again. For being there. Okay, because I thoroughly believe buying in bulk now and buying from Amazon.com, no matter how I honestly look at things. The fact of the matter is that Amazon right now, Prime, is something that's essential. It's something that if you're getting close to being out of money, make sure your Prime is active in there. And usually takes a week tops. It usually ends up being less than a week that you get everything you ordered. They have multiple things that you can't find in your town. But we have stocked up on water, drinking, all kinds of stuff, which you're going to need, again, for multiple reasons, which I'll explain later. Go ahead.
And those of you that are on public assistance.
Yes.
Food stamps, EBT, whatever, that's Amazon does allow you to order with that.
They
too.
absolutely accept EBT.
Yep.
throughout the country,
Yep.
you know, depending on what
So you can
type
get
of
your
ETB.
food there, you can get your water there, you know.
It's basically
You can
going
even-
to the grocery store
Yep.
without having to go to the grocery store. And the grocery store happens to be like the best grocery store because you're getting brand names from literally around the world. You have
Yep.
a choice of anything you fucking want. You understand?
Yep.
So, but the key thing, folks, is if you have Prime and things like that, you need to stock up on water and
Prepare,
fluids
prepare.
that have electrolytes and things like that, because sadly, you know, I thoroughly believe you're going to need to be stocked up on those things because I think coming up rather soon or into the summer at the very latest is that those things might not be available to you.
Exactly.
And you can go, I believe it's up to, in the range of, I shit you not, 28 to 30 days without truly eating
yeah.
before you would perish. You'll die in 3 days without fluid,
Yep.
okay?
Yep.
So, especially water and things of that nature. So,
And we're not talking only have water just because of this El Nino thing going on
No,
or whatever.
we're
talking
talking-
about if World War III kicks off, you may not be able to get anything from the store or anything because I guarantee at World War III kicks off, there is not going to be any shipments coming in at all.
there's nothing that can explain to, you know, anybody
No.
what the true reality of things could really be. You've seen movies, you've seen specials, you've seen, you know, oh, this is an accurate documentation
Yep.
of what it's really going to be like. In all reality, it's going to be 10 times worse than what you've ever seen that you thought was the worst, okay? And you're not going to want to have to be going into grocery stores
No.
fighting people with guns just to get the last 24
Right,
pack of
exactly.
water. So get it now, stock it up now, because that, out of everything, is the most essential thing to have. You need water to survive. If you don't have water, just say goodbye, okay? And then obviously you need food, though, too. You know, I don't expect anybody to go to 30 days without eating before they die. So make sure you have food that is non-perishable, that you can keep for a long period of time, and is also mainly canned, so radioactivity and things like that can't penetrate,
Right.
you know, and whatever have you.
Also, it wouldn't be bad
Dry milk.
to learn how to make your own
Faraday,
device.
Faraday cage.
device.
Yeah, it can be as small as a little cell phone box or as big as your goddamn house if you want
But
to.
it needs to have metal and I believe tinfoil, right?
It has to have a few specific things. The main key part, if you got everything else right about the Faraday cage, you have to make sure there are no openings at all.
Yeah.
So don't think that you can just take the materials for a Faraday cage and just bend it or
Right.
whatever, and you got, a little gap here, a little gap here, maybe. No. Then you're done.
Right.
As far as your electronics or whatever you have in there. You have to, I would recommend, this is what I would do, is take, you weld the hole shut. And then, for giggles and shits, weld the whole thing to reinforce
But
it.
if you don't have a welder and you can't weld it, then...
Well, in my world, I know at least 3 or 4 people I could call on to weld things very well for me.
but if somebody doesn't,
if you
what
don't
is the best
find
way
somebody,
to lock it down?
there really is no other way. You need to metally seal that thing. It needs to be fully enclosed without gaps. Okay, nearly airtight.
What if, let's say, you were to use the metal container and then use the tin foil, and
that's not necessarily tinfoil. It's just straight up like a semi-steel iron sort of deal. It blocks all EMP electronic. EMP. It won't destroy your devices. Okay.
Okay. But if you were to make this and you were to use, like, let's say duct tape to lock it down tight,
Nope.
would that work?
If you're, are you saying with openings in it?
No,
To cover up the openings?
I'm talking about, like, wrap it completely in duct tape.
Just as like a reinforcement mechanism?
Yeah.
No.
I
mean, it won't matter.
To hold everything in there so
No.
there wouldn't be any holes or
Oh,
anything.
good God, no.
That
no,
won't work
no.
either?
Nope, it will go right through the duct tape and right through the hole you're trying to cover. Or slit you're trying to cover, whatever have you. It has to be fully enclosed. No, I can't stress that enough. It cannot have any openings.
Okay.
Or it's just a complete waste of time. But with a Faraday cage, yes, you can protect, not only have a small box for little things that you want to keep that are the most important,
right.
or if you had the money for it, you could technically Faraday your house, compound, whatever, and
right.
and not have to worry about that. But the issue is that you're only going to have another recommendation about that. I know we're going so far off track, but really quick, the other thing I would stress on is gather yourself tons of power banks. Tons of power banks, okay? Like we have over there, and like little Kinsey here has. I would just go bonkers on getting 20, 30, 40 of them. Have them fully charged at all times. Now, this is only if you have a Faraday box or cage or surrounding whatever your home and this and that, or your basement as well. Anything that you can go to. It doesn't have to be your whole home. If you have a section of your home, you could Faraday as well. It would be cheaper. But those power banks will be your only source of energy until they die. And then when they die, you won't have anything. You will not be able to communicate with the outside world. Okay? And even...
what about, now we talked about the Faraday. We got that covered, okay?
Yes.
And we got the water covered and the food covered, okay?
Yeah, those are the top.
Let's talk about, should there be a massive explosion, a nuclear explosion, what does a person look for to indicate that there is a nuclear blast or whatever, and what can a person do at that time?
Okay, the situation that I'm going to say I'm not 100% on this, but from what I've seen of Russia and what they're doing and everything that has been going drastically wrong.
Yeah.
It tells me that they were not prepared whatsoever for modern day warfare. And now, obviously, from what the Ukrainians have showed us, that the hypersonic missile doesn't mean shit. It looks like we are able to take those out extremely easy, okay?
Right.
Again, not one got into Kiev, not one got into Ukraine. They did, but they were destroyed by either the new Iron Dome technology you got from the United States and Israel, or just them straight up shooting at it.
Right.
Okay, these things were not supposed to be. They were supposed to just be like whoop right past you. They still got them. The thing is that I would say that they're so unprepared that they would go back to the old Soviet strategy, because Putin made it apparent that what they're doing now is looking at these type of tactics now, okay, because they weren't prepared. They weren't prepared for this. Right. So they're backed into a corner, like I said, like a cat, with the hair up and all that. Now, if they were they also Putin also said that he is foregoing the offensive first strike now. So literally, technically, any moment we could we all of a sudden we have 30 minutes until nukes are here.
Yeah. So what does a person look for?
So what you look for is first what will happen, because we already pretty much know that they have the Northern Fleet submarines hanging off both our west and east coast, okay? They went two different directions today. If we have time, we'll get to that story real quick to cover that. The Northern Fleet has essentially, I don't want to say evacuated, but they've all left port, okay? Which is if anybody knows anything about nuclear war and military strategy and things like that, when the Northern Fleet leaves altogether, it's kind of time to pucker your butthole. There's something going on, okay?
Yeah.
So
That's not
Norway detected the fleet going through past them. We do not know if they're going into the Atlantic, perhaps to head towards our fleet out there,
Right.
or if they're going to curve in through the Gibraltar Strait and head into the Mediterranean, getting closer to the action in Ukraine. But here's the deal. The submarines left quite a period of time ago and have been unheard of, undetected. Nobody knows where they're at. Like I said, that goes back to they're on both our east and west coast because they went both ways. Okay. Now, what you would see first, fairly quickly, I would recommend, as a matter of fact,
go inside, obviously.
Well, no, I would recommend for anybody that doesn't know, and I know there's people that have no clue. They're so busy with their day-to-day life, they don't care about that. Some people literally do not even know what's happening over there. That there's even a fucking war. That's how things are in the United States because they want you, our government wants you not to focus on certain things, okay?
Yep.
Like the border and all that other type of shit. So I recommend you get a reliable book on surviving nuclear attacks, okay? Keep it on you.
Okay.
Like everybody should have a pocket constitution, by the way. So you can bring that up. It's fucking free. You don't have to pay any money. You go online, you fucking order one. It's at your house in a fucking week, and you have the Constitution right there to open up to be like, okay, Constitution, okay, what you said,
Do you
fuck
think
you, you're
the
an idiot.
nuclear book could be free too?
Oh yes, I'm sure there's plenty of sites. You know what? I'll post on NTRN Facebook of the best and cheapest or free sites to get information on that. Now, wait.
Post where you can see a video on it too. Maybe that would
absolutely,
help too.
yeah, absolutely. The thing with videos though is that you need to watch it now, just in case we get an EMP.
Right, true.
So what would happen? First signs, really quickly, is that with the submarines, the first indication, even during the day in bright sunshine, you will notice extremely far off in the distance, towards both the west and east, you will see real big flashes of light that are even brighter than the sun.
Oh, wow.
And then they'll die down, okay? Yeah. When you see something like that, because again, as I tried to state, the Soviet Union is going with the old war plans that they had during the Cold War.
Okay.
They did not know, well, maybe they did, I don't know, that this was going to escalate to this point again, where you had to bring out your nuclear strategy plans. So they have no, I'm sure they're making them quick as shit now, trying to figure things out.
Right.
Not enough time, so they're probably relying mostly on old strategies.
Right. And that makes sense.
So what would happen is most of the first strike strategies is they would launch their submarine launch missiles, okay, SLBMs, okay.
Yep.
When you see those go off, they don't hit cities, they don't hit towns, they don't hit anybody. They shoot them up, blast them off, and it sends a massive EMP both directions, clearing out communications, electricity, things like that, at crucial Air Force bases, nuclear Air Force bases, this and that. Our communication, everybody's kind of in a state of, what just happened? What is this?
Right.
Why is my cell phone not working? What's going on?
Are you going to have any warning first?
There will not be any warning when you see those first lights in the distance.
Oh, okay.
Mostly it will be people standing outside like, why is it super bright for 10 to 15 seconds far off to the west and far off to the east?
Right.
Okay, people will be in a state of confusion. They won't understand what's going on for the most part, unless you're ex-military and you know this type of stuff, or you've studied upon on this stuff and you know. When you see those lights, you probably I would say 15 to 20 minutes to get your ass somewhere into a fallout shelter. Okay? Because when that goes off, that means the first strike that they're pulling off, you probably got about 1,500 warheads on their way almost to you.
Right.
So you have a limited amount of time to immediately get to where you need to be.
Yep.
That's the biggest, first and foremost thing that you need to know. When you see those lights, go. See the lights, go. Okay?
Okay.
If you happen to be caught outside when initial impacts start to happen, get your ass behind anything that will block you from the light. Okay? The initial blast. And then you count 25 seconds from the time the light dies down and the mushroom cloud starts to form.
Why 25 seconds?
25 seconds now is when that blast happens of any nuclear with thermo, because it's going to be a thermonuclear weapon now.
Right.
It's not a nuclear weapon, not hydrogen, none of that. It's the big bad boys, okay, in the megatonnage. What would happen is in 25 seconds, you'll either know because you'll get hit with a blast wave, okay? Within that 25 seconds, telling you that it's dangerously close. And you're in a shit situation. If you don't hear the blast after watching the cloud going up, and you still haven't been hit with the initial heat blast and wave after 25 seconds, then you can kind of tell yourself you're slightly in a safer zone to give yourself a little extra time to find safety. And when I say extra time, an extra 10 to 15 to 20 minutes.
Right.
Okay? Because chances are it ain't going to just be that one, by the way. So,
if you find safety inside your house, what should you do?
It depends on your housing, but the best possible thing to do is find the dead center of your house. If you have one story, block that off as best as you possibly can. Make sure you have one or two windows throughout the house open slightly, okay? Because with a nuclear device going off fairly closely, it'll vacuum your house. It will blow your windows out. You want, just like a tornado, you're going to want to have your windows slightly open so the vacuum effect doesn't happen in your house, blows all your windows out, and then you're not going to have enough time to fix those, and radiation will just come right on in, and you're dead anyway. So once the initial blast is over, you shut the windows, okay? Then you start your duct taping, getting everything sealed from the outside, including vents and things like that, and you stay in your one fucking area, and that's it, okay? Try to have a shortwave radio that is crank-powered and or solar powered as well.
Oh, we used to have something like
Okay,
that.
we're gonna-
Walmart has actually something like
it doesn't
that
matter
in the
how
camping
cheap,
section.
as long as you can crank that motherfucker to get energy, okay?
And
Because
I
an EMP won't take out a crank device.
I believe that was in the camping section, right?
Yes,
By the
yes,
tents?
it is. Yes,
Okay.
and there's multiple ways to get it. Real quick.
Plug.
Yeah,
Walmart.
plug. Yeah, fuck, I forgot the name of those guys. The camping people. But, yeah, so, and if you have a bigger house, you're an apartment complex, you go to the dead center, okay?
Kind of like a tornado then.
Yes, you go dead center, mainly towards the ground, dead center. You don't want to be high in the building, in the center. But if you have to, again, that's the best place to go if you're stuck in a high building.
Cover yourself like with a mattress or something like that? Or
what would happen is, once you establish your place, yes, you get anything that you possibly can. Couches, bust off your doors, your closets, mattresses. You fortify yourself in a corner with all of that. Have one opening that you also cover once you're in it, because just in case radiation does get in, then it's got another blockade that it has to try to get through. You want to be as protected as possible with whatever you have in the house that can block anything, okay? Yeah, that's just the first stages. And folks, I am so sorry.
No, that's all right. This is important stuff, though, because especially what's going on over there. Real quick, Daniel, can you tell them what's going on right over there right now? What happened today, just recently, with the U.S. deploying?
The United States, as of a couple hours ago, has stated now it has. However you want to take this, it now has ready to go, green light, nuclear weapons deployed. Deploying means, they're they're set to go.
Right.
In the range of 1,419.
Wow.
This, again, is another pucker your butthole situation. These are things that did not even come close to happening in the Cold War. Nobody was, let alone one country, was at the point where they had their rockets deployed.
Yeah.
Not rockets, but missiles deployed and ready to go with the call. You know what I mean? Just ready to go. So, real bad situation. Unfortunately, folks, we have completely run out of time. We're going to be back, and you know what? We're gonna do what we do in the first hour, and we're hour 2 and 3 dedicated to all this because there's so much that we have to get to.
Yes.
The news is changing by the hour. So we will get to that all tomorrow.
And
Jennifer,
the quote of the
do
day.
your thing with the quote of the day, and we got a boogie until tomorrow. I feel so bad, but we'll have everything for you tomorrow. Lots of stuff. You need to tune in. It's going to be a lot of stuff that you actually need to fucking know.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, do it.
So the quote of the day is 10 people who speak make more noise than 10,000 who stay silent. And that is by Napoleon Bonaparte.
Boom. Bingo.
Very, very true.
All right.
Wonderful night.
All right, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to have much more tomorrow for you. A lot of important stuff. All the big-time news. I know we took a lot of time coming back for the first time in a week. But we'll be back with everything you need to know tomorrow. It's going to be a great show. NTRN Daily Tuesday. We're out of here, folks. For another great episode of NTRN Daily with co-host Jennifer Gregerson, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and most popular major streaming sites and services, along with select terrestrial markets and stations around the nation. Valhalla Beard and Body, Gentle Lady Boutique, Patriot Shit Outfitters at patriotshit.com, and of course, Art Bell. Because if he wasn't around back in the day, we wouldn't be right here tonight. All opinions, thoughts, views, and ideas are exclusive only to NTR Daily and the Night Talks Radio Network. The preceding content is for you and you only, and for you to judge. It is not our intention here at NTR Daily, the Night Talks Radio Network, or Night Talks Radio Live to change your belief, sway your opinion, purposely give you false or misinformation. However, we will give the bold truth, which some people just can't take. If that's the case, you can simply turn the dial or turn NTR Daily off. All full-length music tracks heard on tonight's show are licensed to the Night Talks Radio Network for use from Epidemic Sound. For further information, check out www.epidemicsound.com. All independent artists, groups, or bands are also under licensing for use by the Night Talks Radio Network, properly fulfilling all copyright commitments to Spreaker.com. Copyright 2023, NTRN Daily, Night Talks Radio Live, and the Night Talks Radio Network. And for me, Daniel Brewer, saying, until the next time, stay safe, and remember, they are listening. So long, everybody.